Good morning, my dear students. Today we'll see how to solve Tally project of academic year 2023-24. I already shared the PDF file of your project on Telegram group. Today we'll take one sample file, and from that sample file we'll fully solve the project in Tally software, and then finally by solving it we'll also going to upload that on Chrome, that means on Google Form, and after uploading you will get marks automatically. This is for SY BCom. In this project you will come to know retailing as well as manufacturing business intricacy. If you solve this seriously, then definitely in actual practice you could solve or you could pass 80% of transactions of business. That means this is also useful in your actual life. Now then, let's start without wasting the time. Now here we have question, the first page, and then after this they have given us the question, the situation. Assuming that you are the owner of sole proprietorship, you means your name is written in the header part of our project. You is the owner of reseller cum printing press manufacturing business. Create a company in Tally Prime or Tally ERP9, whichever Tally software you are having, that doesn't matter, but I am here using Tally Prime software. And then they are asking us to provide necessary details including your full name, member ID, and other things. And then after that they have also asked us to pass or create the transactions, ledger, stock items, voucher types in the accounting software. Whichever accounting software you are using, you have to create or pass these transactions in your software. After creating, finally you will get profit and loss and balance sheet, and then profit and loss and that balance sheet will going to post in the Google form, transfer that in the Google form. Then the first question here, to pass this, as I said, you require software. I have software in my PC. If you don't have Tally software, then you can get that easily from internet. Just type tallysolutions.com. After typing, you will get Tally Prime setup. Download that setup, and as you install other softwares like that, install Tally software in your computer. How to install? Just enter button, accept all the terms and condition, and finally you will get Tally software. And this is also paid and free version. You can use free educational version. In free educational version some limitations are there, but you can use, you cannot change the date, but other things will remain same. One or two dates are allowed, like first and then last date of the month is allowed. You can use that, and in our project you will find only first and then last date of the month. Sometimes in some transaction you will find second date also, but that is allowed. I already checked that. Therefore no question of this the problem of date in the software. I am starting my software, that is there already, Tally Prime. This may take 1 or 2 minutes, and then Tally will ask whether you have license or not. We don't have, therefore select first option, that use freely educational version. And then if you already created a company, well and good. Not, then create the company. How you can create? By installing first time you will get company creation screen, but if already that is there in your PC, you will get screen like this. You don't want to work in this company. Right now I have Sri Anjaleshwar Vashnalaya company. I don't want that. I want to change the company if already there. If not, then I want to create. How to create? Let's say you must press here F3 button, function button. See, on the right hand side of your screen you will get F3 option. With the mouse you can click on F3 button, correct, and then select the create company option. Now here I want to create this Stylish company. Therefore let me first download that company. You will get that on your Telegram. Just click or select that address, and after selecting that address you will get file like this. Here they are asking us in the project to create the company with your own name, therefore copy your name, and then in the tally simply paste it in front of company name, correct, and then address, Sahili lives in Pune, correct, or this company is in Pune, therefore their short address type Pune, and then Pune is in Maharashtra, therefore select Maharashtra. As like contacts, you can select Maharashtra, you can search for Maharashtra, you'll get, and then other details we don't have, simply accept it, accept, and then here in the project we have details about 2023-24 on 1st April, that means our first day of financial year 14. This is the correct day, whatever tally has given, that is correct, therefore don't change it. If you don't have 1423, then make sure that you must write there 1423, right? 14, and books also begins from 1423, that means this is the date of what the first day of your company is. In this financial year our books begin, first day of books begin is 14, so that 14 is correct. And then finally you will get the last question, whether you want to accept, say accepted, company created by Tally. And then here Tally is asking you to change the features, but don't change the features, whatever Tally has given, that is correct. Simply you can accept it with the help of Control A button, or you can press enter to accept this screen. Yes, simply press enter button. Yes, now here I have board with this enter, therefore Control A, directly I am pressing Control A. Yes, this company is there. You can see the company name on the left hand side of screen under name of companies. Now in this company no vouchers are entered, and then current date here, current period 1422 to 1423. But my dear students, we want here period 23 to 24. Previously I was having here Anchaleshwar, and for that the period was 23 to 24, therefore here Tally is giving me 23 to 24, this period option. You can change period with the help of F2 button, uh, Alt F2 button, not just F2, Alt F2, and then change the period to 23-24. Your period should be this, otherwise you cannot pass these entries in Tally software. Okay, my period is correct, and my company creation part is also correct, and this is the 1st April to the current date. You can change that date, correct. And then on the right hand side of part of the screen you will find gateway of Tally. We want gateway, and here we have gateway, therefore I think so we are on the correct track. Now then we will start passing entries in Tally. Okay. The first transaction here on 1423, company is having falling opening inventory. Now opening inventory, that means what? Opening stock and ledger balance. uh, just now we have created company, therefore you will not find these ledgers oblique stock items in your Tally, therefore your first duty to create that in your Tally. How to create? Now from gateway of Tally you can select create button, and then by selecting just enter button, and then after that we want stock item button, because our target is to create here this stock item. To create stock item you must select in the Tally stock item. I have already selected stock, and then you will get stock item creation screen. Just paste it, and then don't change the group. This is what your resale business, you can put this under resale category, but here we're not going to change the category because this is resale come manufacturing. So many categories we will find, instead of confusing with the categories, let it be primary as it is. And then here these books are in numbers. We have a number as our unit, therefore say here in front of units, create, or you can also press Alt C everywhere to create. You'll get this creation screen, stock atom creation screen, symbol NOS, formal name number, and then after that NOS numbers, and then decimal places for books. No, we don't have any decimal places, simply accept it. You will get in front of units numbers, correct? And then right now don't change anything. You don't have GST in syllabus, therefore no need to change the statutory details, and we will not going to produce these books in our printing press, therefore no need to set bill of material components, correct? For this right now say no only. And then here tally is asking you opening quantity. Opening quantity, how many books you are having? 200, therefore say opening quantity 200, and then rate 25, then rate say 25, and then here automatically you will get per numbers and value also. Yes, created this stock item we have created successfully. Then after this tally or the project is asking us to create OMR sheets. We are now creating these OMR sheets are also is in number. These sheets are also is in number. Therefore say here how many we are having? 200. Say 200, and then at rate 4 4 accepted. Then after this we will create this ink stock item. For ink we have alternative name, and then we write alternative name in. Therefore copy this and paste it here in alas, we don't want that bracket, just remove. And then ink is in kg. Do you have kg unit here? No, we don't have kg unit, therefore create kgs you can say, and then kilograms, and then here kgs kilograms, and then we write kilograms in grams also. This is kilo as well as gram, and 1000 gram is equal to 1 kg. That means in kilograms you will find 3 decimal places. Yes, 3 decimal places. And then no need to set for ink bill of material components, rate of duty no need to write. And then finally they are saying us 5 kg at 100 each. 5 kg at 100, that means rate is 100, and then accepted. We have created kg ink also. Then this is what, this is not your stock item, this is normal ledger, correct? This is ledger account, capital ledger. Now I want to create now this ledger in the tally, therefore I should be in the create option. Now I am in the create, but I am in the stock creation. I don't want this stock creation, therefore with the escape you can come back. Escape will come back on the creation screen, and on this creation screen now select the ledger, correct? Because you want to create ledger. I have selected, and by selecting you will get ledger creation. Type there capital account, and then for group, we have whole list of 28 to 30 groups. From that you can select the appropriate group. As I said, first try to type ledger name in the group name also. If you get, then okay. If not, then you can select the related group. But I have for capital group, therefore instead of giving too much stress to your mind, you can simply select this capital that was there, I think so. No need to select also, but if you don't have, just select, and then finally enter button, and then give the information about opening balance. In actual practice you have to write everything, correct? This is the name of the proprietor, and then address of the proprietor, his country, and then PAN number, yes, etc. But here we are passing entries for completing project, and in this project we do not require. Now 6300. After writing this, on the right hand side of screen below top panel bar, you will get 6300 debit and 6300 credit. That means what? Our debit is matching with the credit. If this is matching, then you will not get difference in the opening balance, correct? This is correct, therefore simply accepted. And then you can check this in the balance sheet also. If in the balance sheet no difference in the opening balance is written, then you are correct. Otherwise you have to check for stock item creation, and then in that opening quantity as well as rate, correct? This should match. Mine matching, therefore I think so I'm on the correct track. Now then after this we have the second question. You are the owner, introduce this much capital in the business, correct? In the cash you have introduce, that means for the business this is a receipt. You have got the cash, you are the business, you are not the proprietor. We are passing entries for the business, not for the proprietor, correct? Therefore for business this is a receipt. Therefore in the tally under vouchers, correct, in the vouchers we'll get receipt voucher. For receipt voucher, you must click on the F6 button, or simply F6 function key, and by selecting that you will get receipt voucher. Now on the left hand side below top panel bar you will get the type of voucher, correct? Here we are in the receipt voucher. I want receipt and we are in the receipt. Therefore I think so we are correct. We have correctly selected receipt voucher type. And then in this we have received cash from owner as a capital. Therefore your entry cash is coming in, cash account debit to capital, but here tally is asking you capital first. Why? Because tally is asking credit to first, correct? Sometimes tally will ask you debit first, sometimes tally will ask you credit. Here in this entry, in this voucher, tally has asked us the credit first. Therefore pass the entry in mind and then accordingly type either debit or credit here in the tally. This you can do so. No, I think so problem in writing debit or credit. If you have problem, then in the receipt, what is important? Not the cash or check is important. From whom you have got, that is important. From proprietor as a capital you have got. Therefore, you should write here capital. If you are getting from A Limited, then you should write first here A Limited, not the cash or bank. Correct. Therefore, I have got from the proprietor as a capital. I am writing that and I am pasting this amount here. Correct. Paste it. After pasting you will get that credit, and then finally we have got in the cash. Therefore cash account debit, say cash account debit. And then on which date? On first on same day, correct? As a owner you have introduced, that means on 1/4 only. No need to change the date, no need to write the narration. If you want you can, being additional capital introduced by owner or by Siley, you can write that and then finally accept it over. Now the next entry, third question. Here we have on 2nd April company purchased 1050 Sundaram notebooks 200 pages. Now on 2nd April and purchased, these two things are important. Therefore come back to tally and then select 2nd April first, 2nd April, and then purchased, therefore purchase voucher type. Basic background is now clear, date and then voucher type. After selecting that you can read the next question or the next part of the question. Here the company purchased 1050 Sundaram notebooks 200 pages at 27.5 and then your notebook 150 pages at 22.5 each from Sundaram Trading Company via bill number 345 oblique 2021. Now here tally is asking me what invoice number first. Now just copy this invoice number 345 2021, copy and then paste it in the tally. And then date, on which date? On the 2nd April only. Therefore whatever date has given by tally, that is correct, no need to change. Now party name Sundaram Trading Company. First try to type this Sundaram. If you are getting error, that means that Sundaram is not there. Then create it. Create Sundaram Trading Company in the tally. And what is Sundaram Trading Company? Sundaram Trading Company is the ledger for you. Correct. This is the vendor you have purchased from Sundaram, but to pass the entry you have to create Sundaram Trading Company's ledger. Now I am creating the ledger here in my company. And then you have purchased, therefore you should put this in the sundry creditors group. Whatever you have purchased, that party name you should put in the sundry creditors group, and whatever you have sold to party, that party's name you should put in the sundry debtors group. That this thing therefore and then address, if you want to write it, otherwise forget it. And then finally accept. I have created this company successfully. Now these details we are not having for the time being, therefore simply accept it, and then this screen also accept. Now which purchase ledger you should select? Now the purchase ledger here is what? Purchase account. Why? Because if you pass entry in the mind, you will get entry like this: purchase account debit to Sundaram Trading Company. Now which purchase? If you have bifurcation in the purchase, then that particular type of a ledger you can select, otherwise select just the purchase account. Now purchase ledger, purchase account. Here do you have purchase account? No, we don't have purchase account, therefore create this purchase account. Now this purchase say account, and then purchase account under what? Under purchase account group only. Therefore select that purchase account group. Inventory affected and all, don't change anything, just simply accept it. And finally tally will ask you under this name of atom names. Select the atom names. First try to type, and then if not, then create. Now do you have, here they are asking Sundaram notebook, try to type Sundar. You are getting that, no need to create. And then how many books here? 1050, 1050, let's say. And then rate, they have given the rate, don't use tally's rate, 27.5, this is the rate. And then finally your notebook also, yo, no, we don't have. Then if you don't have, as I said, you can Alt C button, controls V, primary, and this is in number, enter, created. How many? 2500, and at what rate? 22.5, say 22.5, enter. You should have habit to press Alt tab, correct? Alt tab, then Control C, Control V. Yes, these buttons you require for so many times in the project. Therefore try to practice these buttons, and then enter, accepted. Purchase entry is over. Then on 2nd April itself, company sold. By reading this, as I said, you should focus on voucher type and date. Now date 2nd April, correct, and voucher type sales. Right now I have purchase, therefore change it to sales. Now I'm in the sales voucher type. Here you can check where are you. You are here in the sales, correct. And then here what they are saying, you have sold to Mrs. Vedanta retailers. Now just try to type. I know that Vedanta retailer ledger is not there, therefore I already copied. And then I'm typing also, tally is giving me error, therefore I will create. And then I am the creation option, just Control V, Vedanta retailers, and then this is what, this is your sundry data, and other things don't change it. We don't have information about their address. This dispatch details are also not there. You can accept it with the help of Control A button. Here also no need to press enter, simply this screen you can accept with the help of Control A. I have accepted. And then which sales ledger tally is asking. I don't have any bifurcation in sales right now. I don't have, afterwards I will get, but right now for the time being you should write here sales account. Now say here sales account, I don't have sales, therefore create sales account. And then sales account under sales group, enter, accepted sales group, and then in that sales. And then here I have sold Sundaram notebook 200 pages. Let's say Sundaram notebook 200 pages. Quantity how many units? 950 units you have sold. 950 units. And then at what rate you have sold? At 30, therefore say 30, enter. And then you have sold here one more UA also, 2500. Now you will get, now that just now we have created at 2500, no need to check also, just give the information, you will get that 27 rupees. 27, enter, accept. These many units we have sold at given rate, enter. This e-way part of the GST, and we don't have GST in our syllabus, therefore simply accept it. Accept the screen, accepted. Correct. This, what do you want to generate e-way? No, we don't want to. Say no, n button or enter button. And then here after 4th we have 5th transaction. सेकंड लेट मी एसीचं हे करतं, टेम्परेचर वाढवतं. खूप थंडी वाजायला लागली ना पाठीमागे. रिमोट एसी एसी का एडजस्ट करो. फिर अब हमारे पास है नेक्स्ट ट्रांजैक्शन, परचेस मशीनरी फॉर ₹50,000 एंड फर्नीचर फॉर ₹10,000 फ्रॉम ए लिमिटेड. You have purchased, and on which date you have purchased? On the 2nd April you have purchased. Therefore you should be in the tally on 2nd April. I think so. We are already there on the 2nd April and we have purchased. Therefore select purchased. Purchased. We want purchase voucher type, and then we want it 2nd April. Therefore we are on already on 2nd April. No need to change the date. And then purchase voucher type. Correct. But in this voucher type, tally is asking you to write the name of items. These are not our items. Items means what? Your goods. Correct. These are not the goods, the regular goods. These are what? Your fixed assets. Therefore you cannot use the item voucher type, this type of invoice. Then change the invoice type. How you can change the invoice type? On the right hand side of your screen you will get change mode button or change invoice button. Now click on that and select as a voucher or accounting invoice. I think so you have invoice number, that means you have got the invoice from the A limited. Therefore you can select the invoice. Means for invoice we have details, therefore you can use invoice. Or otherwise, if bill number is also not given, they can, then you, in that case you can use as a voucher option or as a voucher type of invoice. Here I will use accounting invoice. By selecting account, tally will ask me to write particulars. This is the difference between particulars, means the accounting invoice, and then item, name of item means the item invoice. Correct. Here then invoice number 32, type there 32, and on which date? 2nd April, that is correct. And from whom you have purchased? A limited. A limited's ledger, A limited is not there, tally is giving error, that means that is not there. Create A limited. I am creating under what? You have purchased from A, therefore A will become sundry creditor. Enter, enter, enter. If purchase, then sundry creditors. Like this you can remember. And then control A, accept it. And then after that machinery, try to type machinery, you will not get machinery. Create then machinery. And then machinery, what? This is the part of your fixed asset. Enter fixed asset, enter, 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 accept it. And then amount of a machinery 50,000, say 50,000. And then furniture, I don't have furniture. I will create. This is also under fixed asset. And at what? 10,000. Enter, 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 accept. No need to write the narration. Total 60,000. This is correct. We have passed this entry successfully. Now next on 2nd April you have opened the bank in the bank account in the S bank by depositing 5,600 rupees. You have opened the bank account. Now that means what? You must have transferred from cash box 5,600 to the bank 5,600. If you are transferring, if you are depositing, then at that time you must use which voucher type? Contra voucher type. On the 2nd April, we are on the 2nd April only, and here we want the contra voucher type screen, therefore select contra voucher type screen. And this here tally is asking me credit first. Therefore do one thing, pass entry in your mind, and then after that post that in the tally. Now where cash is going out, therefore you should give credit to cash and debit to bank. If you are giving credit to cash, then obviously debit remaining account, that means S bank, and debit to S bank. Correct. S bank account debit to cash account. This is your entry, and therefore here to cash, therefore say cash here. And then how much cash? 5,600 rupees cash, say 5,600. And then S bank, where you don't have S bank account, therefore say S bank. Create S bank, and S bank is your bank, therefore select bank, and don't change other details. Enter, 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 simply accept it. Created. And then here if you are getting denomination, then that means you are depositing, and this is a deposit transaction only. That means we are on the correct track. This is the checkpoint. Correct. We are correctly passing the entry. Bank name, if you want to write here, you can, but no need actually. 2nd April over. I have passed this entry correctly. Narration, it's your choice. I will not force you to write. And the next transaction on the 2nd April, deposited, again cash deposit entry. This was also deposit, here depositing, and this is also deposit. Therefore I want for this also contra voucher type, and on 2nd April. Now check first, date is 2nd April. Now you can check date here, like by escape button you can check the date. If you are not, if date is not visible with the help of escape, 2nd April, that is date is correct, and I want contra, I am on the contra, correct. Therefore no need to change actually. And what deposited, and same entry, cash account debit, sorry, bank account debit to cash, to cash, therefore say here cash, to cash, and amount 2,90,000, 2,90,000. And then debit what, S bank account, S bank, in the S bank you are deposited, therefore S bank account debit to cash. Here I think so this entry is correct, and enter. Same thing, denomination given by tally, that means we are on the correct track. Accepted. Now after this, this is deposited. This is pay in slip. To deposit cash we use pay in slip. So many student doesn't know. Therefore here in the transaction also I have given the information, but in the actual life, in the actual practice, you will not get this information. From pay in slip you have to enter the information in the tally. From pay in slip I have entered, in the pay in slip you will find your name, that means in which account you are depositing. Correct, you are depositing in this account, this is your company name, in this company's account, S bank, you are, this is State Bank of India. I don't have S bank pay in slip, but you can consider this is your pay in slip. Correct. And then 2,90,000 you have deposited, 2,90,000 written on the pay in slip, and then in the word actual practice you have to write, correct, right, and then account number you should write, and then here whatever you are depositing in cash or with the check we are depositing, and then on the previous side, sorry, on the back side of this pay in slip you require to write the denomination, correct. That is not given, but like this you can use pay in slip to deposit cash in your bank. Then next transaction, 8th number transaction we are having on what, on the 2nd May 23, the following check is given in full settlement of the dues, correct. Now then check is given, S bank check we have given to whom, to A Limited, correct. Instead of giving you information like this, in the 7th I have given you information, that means transaction also and supporting document also. But here instead of giving information, now you have to get the information from supporting document, correct. This is your support on 2nd May, and then check is given, that means you have paid to A Limited. Therefore you must have in tally first what, 2nd May and payment voucher type. So come to the tally, 2nd May, I think so we are on the 2nd May, मागे तुम्हाला आठवत असेल याच्या आधी, we are on the 2nd May only. And then I want here payment voucher type, therefore say F5 payment voucher type. The first part of the entry is over, first we select this, that is over. And then let me check going on, recording going here. S bank we have given A Limited. Now entry A Limited to cash, here tally is asking me debit first, therefore you can directly write A Limited, correct. Or in the payment, you know, payment and receive, whatever is important, to whom you give, that is important, therefore you can write that. If I given A Limited, try to type A Limited, you will get that. That ledger was there already, A Limited, and you have given 55,000 in full settlement, correct. To A Limited you are required to give 60,000, here you will get 60,000 in full settlement of a 60, you have given 55. Therefore here in full settlement, because of this word you should write here 60, you cannot write 55 here. If not in the full settlement, then in that case you can write 55, but we have paid here this in the full settlement, therefore write here 60. And then against what, against this bill only 60,000, against 60,000, correct. and then here what you have given the check of the S bank, therefore you should select here S bank, don't select cash, S bank, and then check of rupees 55, therefore in the front of bank you should write here 55. This instrument number, that means check number. Do you have check number? Check range, you have here check number. This is your check number. On the bottom part of your check you will get the check number, 5 times 02, 1 2 3 4 5 and 2. If you want to write it, otherwise forget it. Finally we want here instrument date. For BRS we are interested in the instrument date, not the check number. You can skip if you want, you can write also. And then finally we have the difference of 5,000. What is this? Then this, I think so, 60 payable, and they agreed to accept 55 against 60. That means in the other words you have got 5,000 rupees discount. This is discount given by A. For you this is discount received. If they give, then you get, you receive discount received. Discount received, do you have discount received ledger? I think try to type, you will not get that discount received ledger. Therefore Alt C and then say this discount received account. Okay, there is no compulsion to write AC, correct, account at the end. If you want you can. Discount received, let's say this is a part of your indirect income. Indirect, as I said, try to type here discount received, you will not get. Therefore you should select related group. How? Where we write discount received, in the trading or in the profit and loss? We write in the profit and loss, and everything we write in the profit and loss, that is your indirect. And which side? If debit side on the profit and loss we are writing, then that will become indirect expenses. If that is on the credit side of the profit and loss, then that will become your indirect income. Now therefore here indirect income, indirect, and all other things no need to change. Accepted, accepted. Over. Next, 9th. We'll take a pause after 10th. Paid T bill of 1040 in the cash on 1/5. Paid, that means payment voucher type. And on 1/5, that means you should have date 1/5. Therefore, in the tally, we want payment voucher type. Yes, we are on the payment voucher type. We want date 1/5. Therefore, we have 2 button and say 1/5. The first part is over. Background, we have now base to pass the entry. First create the base and then after that read the transaction fully again. Paid T bill 1040, correct. Paid T bill. Now no need to create T bill account. What T bill represents? T bill represents staff welfare expenses. Therefore here say staff welfare, but that staff welfare ledger is not there. Created. Staff welfare, let's say account. This is what we write where? Staff welfare we write in the profit and loss indirect expenses. Yes, चलो फिर 1040, ये तो थोड़ा मोनोटोनस हो रहा है लेक्चर, अभी हम इसको टेस्टिंग करेंगे, हिंदी आ जाएगा अभी. स्टाफ वेलफेयर हमने पेड किया है तो आएगा कैश, तो लिखो कैश, लिखा. अब तक तो सब सिंपल था इसीलिए मैंने एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया और टाइम पास भी नहीं किया. फास्ट इधर तक हम आ जाएंगे, आगे थोड़ा स्लो जाएंगे. स्टाफ वेलफेयर टू कैश ये तो हो गया है अपना, फिर हम इसको एक्सेप्ट करेंगे. Now then next transaction, the electricity bill. I have given you information in the transaction itself, but to support this I also have supporting document. Either you can read supporting document or this transaction, but I think so it's advisable to read the information from supportive document. Here on whose name meter is there, किसका मीटर है ये, किसका बिल है, आपको पता चलना चाहिए. ये साइली का बिल है, साइली का मीटर रीडिंग है 10. हाँ उन्होंने इतना, और कब से कब पीरियड का, ये शायद अप्रैल का बिल है, अप्रैल 23 दिख रहा है, और 900 रुपीज़ का बिल है. तो शायद साइली के घर में नहीं, बिजनेस में 900 का बिल यानी फ्रिज भी रहेगा उसके, और 900 भी मन का है ये, तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें हो सकती है, ये ऐसा आप अंदाज़ा लगा सकते हो। छोड़ दो, हमको इसमें इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, हमें इंटरेस्ट है सिर्फ साइली ने 900 इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल पेड किया इसमें। तो कैसे पेड किया है साइली ने? थ्रू चेक किया है, बाय वे ऑफ अ चेक ऑफ एस बैंक, करेक्ट। In this transaction we have two parts. Just first focus on the first part, this part. A falling electricity bill of the April of rupees 900 paid by way of a check of a S bank. Don't pass both entries at a one time, at a single time in the tally. Correct. First part first entry, second part second entry. Like this we'll proceed. Electricity bill entry 900 rupees. We already selected payment voucher type and then that what date also. Now, what account debit, what account credit? Electricity bill account debit to cash. This you know. This is a simple entry of a electricity bill, payment of electricity bill. Electricity bill account debit to cash or bank. But my dear students, okay, no problem. We have paid this to MSCB. In actual practice, what do? You give debit to electricity and credit to MSCB, and then you pass while paying, while giving check, MSCB to MSCB to S bank, correct. In actual practice we pass two entries here also. No harm in passing two entries, but why to increase our work? Because here they have clearly said that we have given a check of S bank to electricity company for paying the electricity bill. Therefore directly in the payment voucher type electricity bill to S bank, or as I said, first electricity bill to MSCB in the journal, or in the purchase of services in the purchase voucher type, and MSCB to S bank. But instead of wasting time here, directly I will pass electricity. But remember my dear students, in the actual practice we pass two entries, because you will get GST input credit of the electricity. Therefore first, to get that credit, to get that benefit, you should give credit to electricity, sorry, credit to MSCB. नहीं तो ये मैं बोल रहा था कि ये आपको एक्चुअल प्रैक्टिस में भी यूज होगा, तो आई थिंक सो शायद वी विल पास टू एंट्रीज, करेक्ट, विल पास टू एंट्रीज। हमको प्रोजेक्ट का ही नहीं सिर्फ देखना है, हमको एक्चुअल लाइफ का भी देखना है। तो प्रोजेक्ट ये तो एक तो बहाना ही है सिर्फ एक्चुअल में जाने के लिए। तो हम क्या करेंगे, टू एंट्रीज पास करेंगे। पहला एंट्री यू कैन पास इन द परचेस और इन द जर्नल, करेक्ट। हमारे पास परचेस ऑफ सर्विसेज ऐसा कुछ वाउचर का टाइप नहीं है, आप बना भी सकते हो, नहीं तो सीधा जर्नल में पास करो। इन एक्चुअल प्रैक्टिस क्या होता है, ओनली मैनेजर और द हायर लेवल पीपल एम्प्लॉय गेट्स द अथॉरिटी ऑफ यूजिंग जर्नल वाउचर टाइप। कोई भी जर्नल वाउचर टाइप यूज नहीं कर सकता है। जर्नल में कुछ भी हो सकता है, कौन सा भी अकाउंट डेबिट हो सकता है, कौन सा भी क्रेडिट हो सकता है, इसीलिए ये सबको अलाउ नहीं होता है। नहीं तो आप क्या करोगे एक्चुअल प्रैक्टिस में, आपका नाम डेबिट में और कैश को क्रेडिट में लिख के पूरा कैश लेके जाओगे, इसलिए सबको अलाउ नहीं होता है। तो जर्नल यूज़ करना है कि नहीं आपके ऊपर है। मैं जो एक्चुअल प्रैक्टिस में अलाउड है ना, मैं अकाउंटेंट हूँ, मैं एज्यूम कर रहा हूँ, तो मैं परचेस यूज़ करूँगा, चलेगा, परचेस यूज़ कर। आपके पास इधर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल का कुछ नंबर है? बिल नंबर वो बोल रहे हैं, तो बिल नंबर इधर है, ये कॉपी नहीं हो रहा है, ये देखो बिल नंबर GGN 00, बहुत बड़ा नंबर है और ये लिख भी नहीं सकते, तो हम क्या करेंगे, फॉर द सिंप्लिसिटी 810 ही लिखेंगे, चलिए। on which date you have got this bill, say on the 1st May itself, we have paid on which date, on the following day, on the 31st May, sorry, on 31st May they are saying, and provision of rupees 500 made on the 31st. Provision second part on the 31st, first part I think so, you have paid April bill. Now, have they mentioned anything? द मागिल रीडिंग, चालू रीडिंग, मीटर, कब तक भरना है, बहुत सारा डेट का कंफ्यूजन ही है इधर। सब फील्ड तो हम क्या करेंगे, हमारे हिसाब से उसको भरेंगे। हमारे पास अभी पैसे है, बड़े लोग हैं तो हमारे पास पैसा होगा, तो 1 मई को ही दे देंगे ना, अप्रैल का पेमेंट, अप्रैल मंथ का बिल है। एट द मोस्ट यू कैन गिव ऑन द 2nd May, करेक्ट, it's your choice, either give on the 2nd May or on the 1st May. I will pay, I will take a liberty of to pay 1 day liberty. And then here party name, whom this is payable, MSCB. Do you have MSCB account? Just try to type MSCB, you will not get MSCB account, therefore create it, MSEB, party is MSCB. And then this, from MSCB you have purchased the service, electricity service purchased, therefore sundry creditors, and other details don't have information, accepted, MSCB accepted. No. Here I want in the particulars electricity as like machinery. Here this is not the atom purchase invoice, this is what, the accounting invoice. We want accounting and Tally has given us the accounting, therefore no need to change the mode of invoice now. Here I want electricity bill, electricity account, electricity bill, correct, electricity, don't say electricity, electric, control B, electricity bill account. Okay, what is this, indirect expense, enter enter enter, accepted. फिर 900 रुपीज़ का बिल है तो 900 टाइप करना पड़ेगा और एंटर एंटर एंटर. Now right now we don't have GST, but here we write the GST, correct, then accepted, 2nd May. The first part of this bill is over, correct. And then the next part, 500, a provision of rupees 500, because I don't have here in the Tally purchase of a service voucher type, therefore I have used purchase voucher type to pass electricity bill entry. In actual life you will get that voucher type, or otherwise you can create that voucher type. We will see how to create, but right now for electricity bill no need to make this type of a complication, correct. You will come to know, you will learn somewhere in the project itself how to create the voucher type, correct. This is most correct, passing purchase of a service entry in the purchase of service voucher type. If you don't have, passing that in the purchase is also correct, and if you don't want to pass in the purchase, then passing in the journal voucher type is also correct, right? But to get that in the GST return, you should pass this in the either purchase or purchase of service voucher type. In actual practice that is not allowed, that will be not allowed to you, therefore we are selecting purchase. And then second part of this voucher, second part, 500 provision on the 31st May, provision, all the provisions we pass in the journal voucher type. Provisions, that means what, this is non-cash transaction, you cannot use contra is specifically only for 3 types, you cannot use contra. Then receipt also you cannot use, payment also you cannot use, purchase also you cannot use for the provision, and then sales also you cannot use. Therefore remaining voucher types means F7 journal you have to use, no choice, journal voucher type and 31st May. Now this is your base, therefore first 31st 5 date and then journal voucher type. Now my base is ready, after this you can pass. Now here they are saying us to make the provision of 500 rupees. How to make provision, which account debit, which account credit, electricity bill account debit to MSCB account, this is the provision. If you don't know the company name, then in that case you can type provision for electricity bill account, electricity bill to provision for electricity bill. But right now for this we know the party name from whom you have purchased electricity, we know that, therefore no need to create the ledger of a provision for electricity, no need to give credit to provision for electricity. Then what to do, my dear students, 500 rupees provision, say 500, and then instead of provision for electricity account, select here MSCB account, MSCB I will select. And then what is this, what is against something you are paying, no, newly, this is new reference, right, don't select against, Against, no, this is new type of reference we are creating. Right. First, that is correct. Select, and then narration, no need to type. This 10th transaction is over. Now here we will take the pause. Thank you. Now we'll start with the 11th one. On the 2nd May 2023, OMR sheets given to SP College Pune as a free sample. Okay. This is new entry, might be new entry for you. You must have passed this entry in 11th standard. Goods distributed as free sample. If you are the reseller, then this would be simple. If this is for manufacturer, then this could be the difficult also. Whatever we have purchased, we are giving that as a free sample. Therefore, you can pass in your company advertisement account debit to purchases, because whatever we have purchased, by purchasing we increase purchase account balance, and by giving something from purchases, you have to decrease that much purchase balance. Correct. How to decrease purchase balance? By giving debit to purchase, you can increase purchase balance. By giving credit to purchase, you can decrease the purchase account balance. Here we have given free sample, therefore my target is to decrease that purchase balance. By giving credit, I will decrease. And why I have given this as a free sample to SP College? You know, this is SP College, and SP has asked us free sample. It's not, we don't have any choice to sell the goods. We have to give, and then we'll give for advertisement. Therefore, which account debit? Why we have given for advertisement? Advertisement account debit to what? To purchases. But my dear students, in this project, we have assumed ourselves as a reseller come manufacturer. Correct. We are the manufacturer, and for manufacturer, you cannot give credit to purchases. Therefore, you have to give credit to some other account. Which other account? In sales, we are giving the goods which you have produced. Correct. In this also, in this company, we produce OMR sheets. Our finished product is OMR sheet, and that we are giving to SP College. That means we are taking out OMR sheet from this company. Generally, how or we can take out these goods with the sales, we can take out the goods from the company. We are taking out these finished products from the SP College. Therefore, here in this transaction, you should give credit to sales. But this is not your sales. You have to give credit to sales like account. Therefore, instead of giving credit to sales, give credit to goods distributed as free sample account. Your final entry will be advertisement account debit to what? SP College. But this is also not final, because we have given goods to SP College. Somewhere you should mention SP College name. In sales invoice, tally asks you party name. Therefore, there write party name as a sales, as a SP College, and then sales ledger as a goods distributed as free sample account. Correct. The entry will become SP College account debit to goods distributed as free sample in the sales voucher type, and SP will not going to give you money. Therefore, you have to transfer SP College balance to the advertisement account by giving debit to advertisement and credit to SP College. Therefore, for this transaction, you will find two entries. I have made it complicated, but this is required. In the actual practice, if you understand this complication, then never you will pass wrong entry. Correct. If you are giving purchases goods, whatever you have purchased as it is, then in that case, advertisement account debit to purchases. If you are giving something which you have produced, then in that you can pass this entry in the sales. Party name SP College and credit goods distributed as free sample. And SP will not give you any money. You know, this is SP College and government. You will never get money from SP. Therefore, you have to reverse the SP College ledger. And how you can reverse it? By giving debit to advertisement and credit to SP. You can reverse it. Now, let then in the tally, as I said, sales voucher type and date and voucher type. This is your base. First select date and voucher type. On which date? On the 2nd May. on the 2nd May, therefore first date 2nd May. Correct. I have selected that. And then voucher type sales, F8 button, correct. And here I want this in the atom form, because here in this transaction they have given atom name OMR sheets. Right now on my screen there is no space to write atom names. Where you will get that? If I want to change the mode, you will get that in the change mode option, this button. Now I will select for this atom invoice. After selecting my party name, here you will get the party name, SP College. SP College is there in the tally, I think so. That is not there, therefore simply you can create SP, let's say college account, SP College account. Country debtors or creditors. Are you purchasing from SP College anything? No, you are selling. Correct. You are giving SP College. This should be in debtors. Let's say sundry debtor. All other fields, no need to change it. We don't have any information about those fields. These are the dispatch details we are not having. Enter. Simply accept it. How to accept? I have already explained. Correct. Now here ledger. Which ledger? Just now we have discussed about the goods distributed as free sample ledger, and that is not there. For the first time we are distributing, therefore created goods distributed as, let's say, free sample account. Correct. And this is what? This is one type of sales ledger only, therefore under sales category. Correct. Entered here sales, and then accepted, Control A button. Now what you have given, OMR sheets, therefore say here OMR sheets. Correct. Enter. And then how many units, how many numbers here? 90 OMR sheets. Correct. OMR sheet. You can check the stock of OMR sheets also here. OMR sheets, and then in the list we will get OMR sheets 200 number. We are having 200 OMR sheets. Out of that you have given 90 sheets. Correct. And then what rate? For the first time we are giving goods distributed as free sample OMR sheets, therefore we will not get rate here. Now then how you will get rate? In the tally or in the project, somewhere you can check the rate of OMR sheet. Till now we have not produced anything, but we have OMR sheets in the opening balance. In the first question itself you will get the opening balance of OMR sheets, 200 numbers at 4 each. That means in the tally we have OMR sheets at 4 each. Or otherwise you can skip these details, and you can check the inventory report, inventory summary. In that you will get 4 rupees. Or if you want, if you don't want to skip these details, because if you skipped it, you have to again require to type. Therefore what you can do, again one more tally. This is multi-user company, for so many times, any number of times you can open tally. Correct. Same company in the second window. If you want any information, you can check that information in the second window, and then after that use that information in the first window. In any window, if you pass the entry, still you will get that entry in your company only. All the entries will be saved in your company. Therefore don't take tension about the windows. Any window that is possible. We have created here Sile's company, therefore select that Sile's company, and then in the summary report, stock summary report, check the OMR sheets. Is 200 and add 4. You got the value of OMR sheet. Again the second window of the same company. This is the first window, second window. In any window, as I said, you can pass. Here 4 rupees, and then automatically you will get 360, and then no need to write narration. Accept it. Over. We have passed successfully the first part of the 10th transaction. Now as I said, SP will not give you money. The reason could be anything, but you will not get anything from SP. Then you should check the SP's balance right now in your company. How much receivable or payable to SP. Where you will get SP's balance? In the SP's ledger you will get SP's balance. Correct. This is the first transaction. In this transaction balance is 260, but you can check in tally also. How? In the display more reports you will get that. Now where is that option? On screen. Now very famous shortcut to check the ledger balance. What is that shortcut? I already told you. DAL is the shortcut. Or with the help of these arrow keys, select the display more reports and then select account books. A means the account books and L means the ledger. Select the ledger, and you are interested in SP's ledger, say SP, and then just open it. You can nullify the date to get the full view or all transactions of SP. And then finally here, not 260, here 360 we are having. 360 receivable from SP, and you will not get anything. Therefore nullify this. Make it 0. SP college closing balance should be 0, because you will not get anything. Now how this will become 0? Already we have debit of 360. By giving credit of 360, that will become 0. Therefore you should give credit to SP college 360 and debit to what? Where we will transfer this? To advertisement. Therefore say here Alt A to add the transaction. From here, from this screen only, you can add the transaction with the help of one shortcut. What is that? A means add, Alt means the function key. What function you want to activate? Alt A, adding. Therefore Alt A to add the entry. Or simply, if you don't know this shortcut, then gateway of tally, and then in the voucher, which voucher? You cannot pass this in any voucher type. Therefore you know, जिसका कोई नहीं उसका विठोबा, you, so that you know. Therefore in the journal voucher type you can pass. Journal voucher type, advertisement account debit. Do you have advertisement? You don't have it. Therefore AD, advertisement account debit. This is what you are, no need, you know, indirect expenses. Say indirect expense, select indirect expense. No need to change other details. Control A only. And then advertisement account balance, you know that tally. We will take the 360, na? I think so. That was 360 SP's balance. We already checked somewhere. SP 360 rupees. Now here you should give debit to advertisement 360 and credit to SP college. If you don't have time, or if you don't have second window, then for the time being, this is just what Indian jugaad. Here you can type 1 and then check the balance. 359, correct? That means what? Because of 1 rupees, that has become 359. If you remove 1, then you will get balance as 360. Then write again, change it to 360. That will become 0. To make SP college 0 balance was our target, and we have achieved this target. Correct. Enter. Against what? Against we will get the reference. This is again something. Correct. Now this is not the new reference. Just now we have given the reference in the cells. We are reversing that reference by selecting against reference, and then on 2nd May only we will reverse it. And this is how you can pass goods distributed as free sample entry. Easy? Was difficult? Already you are all expert, therefore you will find it easy, but for me this is difficult. Okay? Yes. Then second 12th number, a loan of rupees 5,20,000 taken from HDFC. You have taken the loan from HDFC. Yours is S Bank. Because of your business, S Bank knows you. Correct. You deposit everything in S Bank. You withdraw money from S Bank. You give the checks. Then how you fulfill your responsibility, S Bank know in detail. And therefore S Bank said you that you will not get loan from us. You have to approach some other bank, and you approached also to HDFC. And HDFC agreed to give you a loan of rupees 5,20,000. You have got that loan on 1st May. Correct. HDFC has given a check of loan amount by deducting bank charges of 2,300, and same is deposited into S Bank. Have you understood the nature? What had happened here? आप आपने पहले एस बैंक का दरवाजा खटखटाया, अभी भाई मुझे लोन दे दो। एस बैंक में बोला कि मैं आपको बहुत साल से पहचानता हूँ, आप क्या किस्म के हो मुझे पता है, तो हम लोन नहीं दे सकते, आप दूसरा बैंक देख लो। तो आपने एक देख लिया HDFC। आप फर्स्ट टाइम HDFC से डील कर रहे हो, HDFC को पता नहीं आप कौन सी क्या चीज़ हो, तो इसीलिए HDFC ने हाँ बोल दिया, आपको लोन मिल गया। मगर HDFC क्या करेगा, थोड़ा बैंक चार्जेस भी ले लेगा। बैंक चार्जेस होते हैं लोन में, प्रोसेसिंग फ़ी होती है। तो 5,20,000 का लोन है, आपको 5,20,000 नहीं मिलेगा। बाय डिडक्टिंग 2,300 यू विल गेट द नेट अमाउंट। correct, and then you will get the check. Bank never gives cash, correct na, loan cash. Therefore you will get check, and then you have got that net amount check, and same you have deposited in the S bank, correct. नेट बैंक आपके ध्यान में आनी चाहिए, और ये डिपॉजिट किया इस बैंक में, ये आपको ध्यान में आना चाहिए। तो ये कैसा होगा, बैंक में डिपॉजिट करने जैसा होगा। बैंक डिपॉजिट है, यानी वो क्या होगा, कोई मुझे ओके, दिस इज रिकॉर्डिंग, वी हैव डिपॉजिटेड दैट इन द S bank. Which type of transaction you should select, this is important. What we'll do, we will select the receipt voucher type, correct. You have received something, correct, we will select the receipt voucher type, and then deposited in this bank. Now two entries are also possible, and in one entry also possible. Instead of passing two, we will pass only single entry in the receipt voucher type. If you are depositing cash into bank or withdrawing cash from the bank or interbank transfer, you can open HDFC loan in the bank. In that case, you can pass that in the contra, but HDFC bank is not your bank, therefore don't say HDFC bank loan in the bank account. If you do not open HDFC bank's loan account in the bank, then you cannot pass this in the contra voucher type. I'm unnecessarily making all the things complicated, but this is required, correct na. If you understand this in the actual life, then you can pass any entries in the business, correct. Let it be. We will pass this in the receipt. You have received cash from the SDFC. Therefore, in the tally, come back to the tally. Get to of tally. I want vouchers, and then here I want the receipt voucher. Say, select the receipt voucher, and you have got from what, SDFC loan account. You have got from SDFC loan account. Now SDFC loan account, first try to type SDFC, you will not get that SDFC loan account. The SDFC loan account, SDFC loan, and SDFC loan account under what? Generally you will get secured loan. You get secured loan from bank. Do you have secured SE? Sorry, SU. We have secured loan group. Therefore select that secured loan group, and then after that just enter button. We don't have any other details, therefore accept it. And then how much, 5,20,000, correct, you have received 5,20,000 loan. HDFC sanctioned loan amount of rupees 5,20,000. Therefore HDFC loan should be 5,20,000. But you will get a check of rupees, and that will deposit in the S bank. A check of rupees 5,20,000 minus 5,20,000 Alt C, correct. Here also from amount, if you press Alt C, you will get the calculator. So 5,20,000 minus 2,300, this much amount you have got. Amount check 5,17,700 rupees check you have got, and this will deposit, and then the rest 2,300 rupees. Or in other way, let me explain, let me make it more simple. Now first, bank charges, you don't know 5,17,700, no need to calculate also in tally. The rest part, that means the balance part, or here you can check this part, 2,300 part is of bank charges. Therefore you should give debit to bank charges. Do you have bank charges account? No. Then create bank charges, bank charges account. Under what? Indirect expenses. We'll put that in the indirect expenses. 2,300 rupees bank charges, correct. And we have deposited remaining amount, and that remaining amount directly you will get, no need to calculate also. Either give debit to bank charges first, or S bank debit first. That will doesn't make any difference, correct. Enter, accept it. Date is correct. What is this? We have got the error of financial year. That means what? Year, your current period should be 23-24, correct, and we are in the period of 22-23. You have to change the period. As I said first, while passing first 10 entries, while creating and after creating entry, I said you to change the period with the help of Alt F2. If you have 23 24, then for you no need to change, but if you are not in this period, change the period with the help of Alt F2 button. I'm changing my period, and after changing the period, it will accept. Sorry, it is not accepting. Therefore, what I will do, I will come again back here. करेक्ट, सिंपली कम बैक. इधर तो 22 उसका लिंक हो गया है, तो अभी एक बार इधर पीरियड चेक कर लो. 23 24 है, तो अभी एंट्री पास करो. तो फिर हमको एंट्री पास करना पड़ेगा. नो नीड टू क्रिएट नाउ. नाउ एंड देन आई वांट डेट फॉर दिस 31st on sorry on 1/5 therefore 1/5 and then receipt voucher amounted to rupees 5,20,000, let's say 5 lakhs, and then say bank charges 2,300, and then S bank 5,70,000. now it will accept and accepted. तो क्या होता है बीच में किधर तो मैप हो जाता है, इसलिए वो एक्सेप्ट नहीं करता. कम बैक एंड देन अगेन पास एंट्री, सेम एंट्री. चलेगा. तो ये ट्रांजैक्शन भी हो गया. उसके बाद में बैंक रुकेगी नहीं. बैंक बोलेगी आपने लोन लिया है और आपको क्या देना पड़ेगा, ईएमआई देना पड़ेगा. हर मंथ वो आपके पास आएंगे और बोलेंगे ईएमआई दे दो. equated monthly installment you have to pay, and then first equated installment you paid on the 31st May. Therefore in the tally you paid the payment voucher type. First we create the base payment voucher type, and on 31st May say date 31st May, and then payment voucher type, therefore F5. Now base is ready, and then after base read the transaction. 31st May EMI 15,000 consisting 2,000 principal and 13,000 interest. Loan amount will be deducted by principal amount, correct, not by EMI amount. यानी आपका लोन 2,000 से कम होगा क्योंकि आपने 2,000 प्रिंसिपल के लिए भरे हैं, दे दिए उनको, करेक्ट है. पूरा 15,000 प्रिंसिपल नहीं है, यानी लोन कम होगा सिर्फ 2,000 से, करेक्ट है. तो वी विल ट्राई टू रिड्यूस लोन बाय 2,000. You know how to pass this entry? I think so. Here bank charge the interest. Bank charge, therefore for you interest is expenses. Interest is nominal, and for you this is expenses. Therefore you should give debit to interest. Interest account debit 13,000. Correct. And then after that 2,000 for principal. You paid 15. The obviously paid means cash. You must have given in the cash or check, via check. Therefore to credit you have to say bank or cash, correct. That is going out from your business cash. If cash is going real account, we say bye credit to that account cash. Here credit to cash 15,000. Therefore remaining 15,000 debit you should give, and just now I said 13,000 you should debit it to interest. Therefore 2,000 balance debit to what, that HDFC loan account. Your final entry will become like this. Final entry, so this I think so. स्क्रीन पर मैं लिखना चाहता था मगर दिस इज नॉट अलाउड, मगर आपकी एंट्री बन जाएगी शायद. HDFC लोन अकाउंट डेबिट, बैंक इंटरेस्ट अकाउंट डेबिट, और इंटरेस्ट ऑन लोन अकाउंट डेबिट टू S bank. Correct. Why S bank? Why not HDFC bank? Because from S bank you are giving EMI amount. Correct. Now read. Your bank is S bank. You cannot give EMI amount from HDFC, because in HDFC you don't have any account. Na? There is only loan account. From loan account how you can pay? लोन से ही पे करना. लोन से पे नहीं होगा, लोन में पैसा जाएगा, लोन से विड्रॉ नहीं होगा. So from HDFC you cannot pay, from S bank only we have to pay payment. And then for loan you are giving 2,000, and for interest you are giving 13,000. For loan, that means for HDFC here loan account 2,000, and then again by one more debit bank interest or interest on loan, that I think so we don't have here. Therefore create bank, don't say bank interest, interest on loan, interest on loan, interest on loan under indirect expenses. We'll put this in the indirect expenses, enter, accept. And then how much, you can check again project here. In transaction we'll find 13,000 rupees, 13,000. And then you are giving the check of S bank, therefore S bank. Understood? Simple. EMI in the actual life, not find a single company. That means, per my analysis, more than 90% companies take the loan, and therefore sometimes in your life you will find EMI entry, and like this we pass EMI entry. Correct. We have to pay on loan interest, and interest is expenses, therefore debit to interest. And then how much principal you are repaying, for that also give debit. And then finally give credit to your bank. Correct. And then like this give debit and credit in your books of accounts and pass the entry. Understood? Then next we have here on 13th May, sorry 31st May, 31st May, ये तो हो गया है ना सर, ये हो गया, ड्यू टू टेम्पररी प्रॉब्लम इन द एग्जीक्यूशन ऑफ नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट। क्या हो गया, हमारा प्रॉब्लम हो गया एग्जीक्यूशन में। तो एग्जीक्यूशन में क्या प्रॉब्लम हो गया कि ऑन द कोई तो हो गया होगा, प्रॉब्लम उन्होंने नहीं एक्सप्लेन किया है, मगर प्रॉब्लम हुआ ऐसा बताया है। और प्रॉब्लम हो जाने के बाद आपने एज अकाउंटेंट कुछ तो स्टेप्स लिया है। उसका क्या लिया है, ऑन 2 May 23 कंपनी हैज इन्वेस्टेड एक्सेस कैश बैलेंस ऑफ 50,000 एंड बैंक बैलेंस ऑफ 6,50,000 इन फिक्स डिपॉजिट। आप अच्छे अकाउंटेंट हो, आपको पैसे का वैल्यू पता है। करेक्ट है। आपके पास पैसा पड़ा रहेगा 2 करोड़ रुपीस, सपोज आपने किधर तो अलमारी में छुपा के रखा है, तो क्या होगा, वो बढ़ेगा कम होगा? आप बोलोगे कम ही नहीं होगा, बढ़ेगा भी नहीं, 2 करोड़ वैसे से वैसे ही, वैसे का वैसा ही रह जाएगा। करेक्ट है। मगर एक्चुअल प्रैक्टिस में, एक्चुअल लाइफ में पैसे का वैल्यू क्या होता है, कम होता है। आप वैसे ही रखोगे, ड्यू टू इन्फ्लेशन मनी वैल्यू डिक्रीजेस, देयरफॉर you have invested that in the bank, in the FD account you have invested this, therefore we will pass entry to invest 7 lakhs in the bank. Okay. Our target is to open FD account in the bank. Now by opening FD account what will happen, अभी एक्सेस कैश है ना, वो जाएगा आपके पास से जाएगा, यानी कैश अकाउंट से पैसा जाएगा और बैंक अकाउंट से भी पैसा जाएगा। पैसा जा रहा है तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, पेमेंट वाउचर टाइप सिलेक्ट करना पड़ेगा। तो इन टैली आई मस्ट सिलेक्ट पेमेंट वाउचर, एंड दैट इज ऑलरेडी सिलेक्टेड, पेमेंट वाउचर इज सिलेक्टेड। एंड देन डेट, चेक द डेट, 2 May, I think so we are on the 2 May only, escape, sorry not on the 2 May, 31st. Now then change the date on the 2 May. I have changed it to 2 May, and I have also selected the payment voucher type. After selecting these two things, my base is ready. And then what I will do now, I will make the payment. Payment to whom? To S Bank for fixed deposit. Therefore this should be the account name. Now FD in S Bank. Do you have FD in S Bank account? No, we don't have it. Therefore FD in the S Bank. Correct. And what is this? This is investment. Therefore select group of investment. You will get that group in tally, group of investment. And then enter, accept. How much amount, how much FD amount you will find here? Total FD amount 50,000 and 6 lakhs 50, 50 plus 650, that means total 7 lakhs rupees FD you will find, FD. And then from cash 50 will go, therefore credit to cash 50. And again from bank 6 lakhs 50 will go, which bank? From S Bank current account. This 650 will go, and where that will go? FD in S Bank. Now both are separate account. From S Bank current account, that will go to FD in S Bank. Therefore now we are, I think so, on the correct track. 7 lakhs debit tallies with 7 lakhs credit. enter, accepted. This transaction, FD transaction is over. Correct. तो नेक्स्ट ट्रांजैक्शन, अभी क्या होगा, इधर से परचेस एंड सेल साइकिल चालू होगा. नॉर्मल एंट्रीज आर ओवर नाउ. From 15th transaction till I think so here 25th transaction, 15 to 25th, you will find purchase and sale cycle. What is this cycle? This is not your normal cycle. Correct ना? तो बिजनेस का साइकिल है, बिजनेस का साइकिल है, यानी क्या है, राउंड साइकिल है. दिस इज cash cash to cash cycle. This is called as cash to cash cycle. Now cash, that means what? In the business we invest cash. Correct. That means we put the cash. Cycle starts with the cash. After investing cash in the business, we produce the goods. Correct. But to produce also we require raw material. That means we invest the cash, and from that cash we purchase the raw material. Then we purchase machinery, and then other furniture, and then we produce the goods. And then that means what? We convert raw material into finished product, and after converting we sell those goods to customer, and then we again collect the cash from customer. Correct. And then you get the cash. That means we have started with the cash, and finally we have also ended with the cash to cash cycle. But you will say, why unnecessary to take so much effort in just converting cash? Correct. Why we take the efforts? To get the more cash, we get the efforts, we take the efforts. Suppose you invest 1 करोड़ रुपीस, हम सादा सुदा आदमी नहीं है तो हम करोड़ में ही बात करेंगे. तो 1 करोड़ इन्वेस्ट किया है. 1 करोड़ इन्वेस्ट क्यों किया है? कि 1.5 करोड़ चाहिए था, इसीलिए 1 करोड़ इन्वेस्ट किया है. बाय दिस साइकिल your cash will increase, your what wealth worth will increase, net property will increase. Therefore we drive the cycle. And in a normal cycle, for health purpose we drive here, for increasing wealth we drive. Now you'll find from 15th to 25th, correct, to increase entries, to increase the wealth. Now here we have first 15 on the 2nd May. Already we have invested. The investment part we already dealt with somewhere in the first. I think in the second transaction only we have invested 5,60,000 in the business. And then in between we purchased machinery also, we invested in furniture also. And then so many transactions, purchase and sales, reselling transactions. And then finally we decided to produce OMR sheets. And then to produce OMR sheets we require order. Without order, if you print OMR sheets, then no one will going to purchase. SP का OMR sheets है, सिम्बॉसिस क्यों परचेस करेगा? नहीं तो अपना बाजू वाला कौन है, घर वाले, क्यों परचेस करेगा? नॉट पॉसिबल. यू शुड हैव ऑर्डर फ्रॉम SP to purchase the OMR sheets for SP. To print the OMR sheets for SP. Now we have inquired, we already given we had already given what 40, sorry कितना दिया था, 90 समथिंग दिया था, मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है, गैप हो गया. तो शायद हमने फ्री सैंपल दिया था, और उससे खुश होकर SP ने बोला है कि भाई प्रोड्यूस कर लो, हम हमारा ऑर्डर आपको दे देंगे. तो ये हमारा जो एफर्ट्स था ना, एडवर्टाइजिंग, ये वेस्ट नहीं गया है. हमको SP से ऑर्डर मिला है OMR शीट का. अभी ऑनलाइन हो गया है, अभी नहीं मिलेगा आपको ऑर्डर, मगर ये कोरोना के समय ये ऑर्डर हमने दिया था 7,000 का. तो 7,000 का ऑर्डर साइली को मिला है SP से. तो ये ऑर्डर का एंट्री हम पास करेंगे, मगर ये SP से साइली को मिला है, यानी ये आपको, आपका साइली नाम का कंपनी है, तो आपको ये मिला है. तो आपको मिला है, SP के लिए वो परचेस ऑर्डर है. दिस इज द ऑर्डर ऑफ SP कॉलेज. This printed by SP and SP given you this order. For you this is not the purchase order, though here purchase order is written. For SP this is purchase order, but for Saili this is what? This is Saili Kulkarni's company, this is sales order. Correct. Therefore by mistakenly don't pass this order in the purchase order voucher type of the tally. Pass this order in the sales order voucher type of the tally. what do we do? First, we select the voucher type and the date. Therefore, without reading fully this order, first in the tally, select the date as well as voucher type. We want here in the tally 31st May. Therefore, in the tally, say 31st May, selected 31st May. And then which voucher type you want? You want sales order voucher type. Purchase order for SP. For you, sales order you want. Now, do you have sales order somewhere here on the right hand side screen? No. And therefore, this should be in the F10 other vouchers. This should be in the other vouchers. Just check whether that is in the other vouchers. मगर क्या होगा है, ये अदर वाउचर पे ही में नहीं है, तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा, ये किधर तो छुपा होगा। सपोज इधर आप आपके घर में बेड के नीचे कोई है, तो आप कैसे ढूंढोगे? ढूंढ पता भी चलेगा, किधर नहीं तो बेड के नीचे ही रहेगा। तो इधर किधर नहीं दिख रहा है, तो ये बेड के नीचे यानी इसके किधर तो रहेगा। तो इसको बोलो कि हाइड इनएक्टिव, सॉरी शो इनएक्टिव। तो शो इनएक्टिव में आपको मिलेगा किधर तो सेल्स ऑर्डर तो है, मुझे दिखाई दिया। आपण रेकॉर्ड होतोय, नाहीतर ॲक्च्युअलमध्ये मी सांगितलं असं शोधायचं आणि धप्पा घेणार नाही, तो देणार नाही, याची काळजी घ्यायची। सिलेक्टेड एंड देन एंटर। मराठी वाले जो है ना लैंग्वेज वाले, उनको समझ में आएगा मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ। एंटर एंड एक्सेप्टेड। टैली विल एक्टिवेट सेल्स ऑर्डर फॉर यू। दिस इज सेल्स ऑर्डर। You have got now sales order on your screen. You achieved the first part of our target. Now read then this order. Due date 31st May. Correct. SP is asking you to supply material before 31st May. मगर एक दो दिन इधर उधर हो सकता है, और ये ऑर्डर पास करना पड़ेगा आपको 2 मई को। तो सेकेंड मैंने अभी 31st में बोला, मगर वो 31st में ड्यू डेट है। आवर ऑर्डर डेट इज 2 May. Therefore, here 2 May, make it 2 May. Voucher date must be the 2 May, and then due date, somewhere you will get chance to write due date. Voucher type and voucher date is clear, correctly selected. Now after this, tally is asking me party name, or otherwise you can read this order fully. Just have a look here. Purchase order SP कॉलेज से मिला है, डेट है ये ऑर्डर का, यानी ये ट्रांजैक्शन वाउचर का डेट है 2 में, और उनका ऑर्डर नंबर है। SP ऑर्डर नंबर इज समथिंग लेट्स से 1,10,000 है। कुछ रहेगा उसमें, इतना बड़ा ऑर्डर नहीं नंबर रहता, उनका कुछ तो इंटरप्रिटेशन रहेगा। और इन्होंने दिया है ये साइली को। फिर आपको ये देना पड़ेगा सब गुड्स SP कॉलेज को। इस एड्रेस पर आपको ये सब OMR शीट्स भेजना पड़ेगा, शिफ्ट टू उन्होंने बोला है। और ये बोलेंगे शिपिंग चार्जेस, ये है कॉस्ट फ्रेट, कॉस्ट इंश्योरेंस एंड फ्रेट बेसिस पे दिया है उन्होंने। तो शायद ये शिपिंग हम ऐड कर देंगे। उन्होंने बोला है कि 1000 शिपिंग इसके लिए, फ्रेट के लिए हम दे देंगे, अलग से दे देंगे। करेक्ट है। और आपको भेजना पड़ेगा ये फेडेक्स से, हमारा जो फेडेक्स से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है। तो आप क्या काम करो कि हमको ये भेजो फेडेक्स कुरियर से, और डिलीवरी देना पड़ेगा 31/5 से पहले। और आइटम का कोड रहेगा, डिस्क्रिप्शन, ये क्वांटिटी कितना देना पड़ेगा OMR शीट का आपको 7,000 देना पड़ेगा। और फिर इसका यूनिट प्राइस क्या होगा, हर OMR शीट के लिए आपको 4.5 मिलेंगे। तो टोटल आपको मिलेंगे 31,500। एंड देन टैक्सेस, इन एक्चुअल लाइफ यू विल फाइंड टैक्सेस, बट इन द नेक्स्ट ईयर यू विल learn this taxes. And then finally shipping, 1,000 extra for shipping you will get. And finally from SP college, if all OMR sheets are good in quality, or if SP accepts 7,000 OMR sheets from you, then you will get 32,500. Otherwise, if defective is there, that much rupees you will not get. But in the normal course, you will get 32,500 in the from the SP. एंड देन टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन, क्रेडिट पीरियड 60 दिन के अंदर SP बोला है कि आपको क्या मिलेगा, पैसा मिलेगा आफ्टर बिल। दिस इज नॉट आफ्टर द ऑर्डर, आफ्टर सप्लाइंग द गुड्स you will get the bill, sorry, you generate the bill, you will going to generate, and then from that bill date you will get after 60 days this 32,500। एंड देन डिस्काउंट वगैरह कुछ बोला है, कुछ नहीं बोला है। तो ये ऑर्डर का टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन, ये पूरा ऑर्डर है। करेक्ट है। Now this order will pass in our company. Here tally is asking, whatever tally is asking, just provide the information. Party name SP college, the SP. We will get SP. We already given, you already created. And then in the SY, the part of our syllabus, therefore try to type whatever we have here. Mode oblique term of payment. Mode oblique term of payment कुछ बोला है क्या? 60 days after bill date. टर्म ऑफ पेमेंट के बारे में उन्होंने बोला है. ये टर्म है, पेमेंट का कुछ कंडीशन है, टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन है. पेमेंट के रिलेटेड क्या कंडीशन है? 60 डेज आफ्टर बिल डेट, ये कंडीशन है. अदर रेफरेंस किसका है क्या, किसको देना है, ये कुछ बोला है क्या इधर? शायद किधर तो बोला होगा, यानी किसको देना पड़ेगा. ये अदर रेफरेंस में हम किसको इधर इधर बोला एग्जाम डिपार्टमेंट किसको देना है. एसपी कॉलेज बहुत बड़ा कॉलेज है, आपको पता है, बहुत सारे डिपार्टमेंट्स है उसमें. नहीं तो एसपी कॉलेज में आके आपको अनाउंस करना पड़ेगा ये किसका ओएमआर शीट है, तो स्पेसिफाई हियर ये किसका है, एग्जाम डिपार्टमेंट का है. अदर रेफरेंस टर्म्स ऑफ डिलीवरी है क्या, कुछ ऐसा ही भेजना है वैसा भेजना है, तो टर्म्स ऑफ डिलीवरी है हियर है एज पर द क्वालिटी स्पेसिफाइड, ये भी है. और फेडेक्स से भेजना ये भी है, मगर फेडेक्स के लिए सेपरेट स्पेस है हमारे पास लिखने के लिए. इसीलिए वो टर्म्स है ना, शिपिंग मेथड उधर मत लिखो. ये टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन है ना डिलीवरी का, ये कमेंट्स और स्पेशल इंस्ट्रक्शंस वो कॉपी करके लिखो इधर टर्म्स में. ये टर्म्स ऑफ डिलीवरी का पार्ट ही है, तो लिख लिया. तो डिस्पैच थ्रू कैसे करना है आपको डिस्पैच? हाँ, रोड से करना है, एयर से करना है, तो हम इधर लिखेंगे बाय रोड से करना. डेस्टिनेशन किधर भेजना है ये आपको, ये एसपी को किधर चाहिए, शिप टू किधर बोला है एसपी ने, पुणे में बोला है, तो ये पुणे आ जाएगा. कैरियर और एजेंट नेम कुछ है क्या, ये कैरियर का नेम है हमारे पास फेडेक्स का, तो फेडेक्स लिखेंगे. बिल ऑफ लेंडिंग, एलआर, आरआर कुछ है क्या अभी? अभी कौन से गाड़ी में आएगा ये हमने कुछ डिस्क्राइब किया हुआ है, नहीं किया हुआ है. ये सब व्हीकल के डिटेल्स आ जाएंगे. एलआर देते हैं ना, गाड़ी के साथ एक लॉरी रिसीट रहता है, या तो रेलवे रिसीट रहता है. मगर ये अभी नहीं है. बोले कि मरना है 2 मंथ बाद और अभी से गड्ढा क्यों के लिए क्यों खोदना है, तो ऐसे ही है, ये अभी नहीं मिलेगा आपको, तो नहीं है तो ब्लैंक छोड़ो, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. डेट कब डिस्पैच करने, एलआर का जो डेट है ना वो हमारे पास नहीं होगा. व्हीकल भी नहीं पता है तो उसको एक्सेप्ट करो. एसपी है आपको पता तो पुणे लिख दो, करेक्ट है. While creating ledger, if you write SP College Pune, then no need to write here. But सॉरी क्या हो गया, मैंने गलती से कंट्रोल ए दबा दिया, मगर चलेगा, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं, हम चेंज कर लेंगे. तो ऑर्डर नंबर, ये आपका ऑर्डर नंबर बाय डिफॉल्ट टैली दे रहा है, आपको 1 लिखना है या चेंज करना है. तो एज आई से डोंट राइट 1 इन दिस एड दिस SP College order number also to track the order. Correct. To track the order, somewhere you should write 1 oblique 4 times 0, 1 lakh 10 something, correct na? Like this if you write, then you can track easily, correct. And then what is this? This is sales, not goods distributed. That's very simple. मैंने कंट्रोल ये दबाया था ना, इसीलिए वो आया था, मगर इधर आपको ब्लैंक आ जाएगा, आप सेल्स सेलेक्ट करो, सेल्स. एंड देन नेम ऑफ आइटम, what you want to supply. You want to supply, my dear students, here OMR sheets, therefore try to type OMR sheets. If you get, well and good, if not, then we'll see. But we are getting. And then due on which date that will become due, SP want that on or before 31st May, say 31st May. And then quantity, how many sheets, 7,000 say. And then rate. One error you have got from tally. What was that error? Pressed enter immediately. Error, that means what? What small window of what description you will say, और आपको सचेत किया है इस पे टैली ने. कुछ क्या बोला उन्होंने कि आपके पास नहीं है फिर भी आपको देना है, तो बोलो फॉर द टाइम बिंग एक्सेप्टेड बिकॉज वी विल गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस आफ्टर एक्सेप्टिंग दिस ऑर्डर, करेक्ट. Don't take tension, say tally and then accept it 4 rupees, and then after that 28,000 rupees, no need to calculate. And sorry, no need here, 7,000. I want to show that error to you. Yes, now what tally is saying, negative stock. Right now you don't have 7,000 OMR sheets in your stock, still you want to pass this entry, say we will produce and we want to pass, therefore here just accept it. correct. And at what rate? At 4.5. Previously that was 4. Change it to 4.5. Whatever rate of OMR sheet was there in the system, Tally shows that. But that is not correct. We have stock at 4, but here we will provide, यानी प्राइस में तो चेंज होगा ही होगा. एसपी को हम बोल रहे हैं कि 4.5 को दे दो. एसपी भी एग्री हुआ है 4.5. तो वाई टू पास विथ 4? व्हाट इज द एक्चुअल रेट? Write that actual rate here, and then you will get the revised amount of 31,500 rupees. And then some more item. Tally is asking, do you have some more item? If not, then enter button and then come below that atom total. If you want, if you have any atom, more atom, then you can write that atom here itself. But we don't have atom, but we have shipping charges, and shipping is not the atom. Shipping is ledger. Shipping is the expenses. Therefore you cannot write that expenses ledger in the name of atom. Then where to write? Do you have any space to write? Yes, we have space. Where below this subtotal you will get space to write the ledger name, and above subtotal you will get space to write name of atoms. This is important. Otherwise you will never get shipping charges here. Correct. Therefore what I will do, I will press one more time enter button. Now you will get that space, shipping expenses ledger space, and then try to type shipping. Shipping means the freight, either freight or shipping, and that I don't have. Therefore simply I will create just copy it, shipping, and say shipping charges account. तो इसको चेंज करना है, प्रेजेंटेशन चेंज कर सकते हो, नहीं तो एज इट इज रखो. And then what is this? This is your indirect expense. Enter, accept it. And then you will not go space to write quantity. This is expenses. रेट भी लिखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. तो फाइनली हम सीधा अमाउंट लिखेंगे 1000 रुपीज, एंड देन you will get the total 32,500. Just check whether that is correct or not. In the project 32,500 question Excel, and here also you have got 32,500. That means we are correct. Accepted. Correct. This entry is also over. This question we already dealt here successfully. 15 number is over. After 15 number, then 16 number. On 2nd May gave an order to रूबी पेपर्स को आपने ऑर्डर दिया. एसपी से ऑर्डर मिलेगा तो आप ऐसे ही बैठे रहोगे क्या? नहीं, आपको काम करना पड़ेगा ना. आपको पैसा चाहिए. आपको आपने क्या किया? एग्री किया है कि हम आपको 31 मई के पहले दे देंगे. तो ऐसे ही बैठे रहोगे तो कुछ नहीं होगा. तो आपको खड़ा रखे रूबी के पास जाके ये रॉ मटेरियल परचेस करना पड़ेगा. आप खड़ा मत हो जाओ, मगर इधर अभी हम रूबी के पास जाएंगे, रूबी को ऑर्डर दे देंगे. रूबी को ऑर्डर देंगे तो यानी ये क्या है? हम ऑर्डर दे रहे हैं. ये हमारा कंपनी है साइली. ये देखो, ये साइली का कंपनी, साइली का पिक्चर भी देख रहा है इधर. तो साइली का कंपनी है और साइली ने परचेस ऑर्डर जनरेट किया है. तो साइली यानी आपने परचेस ऑर्डर जनरेट किया है, तो आपके टैली में परचेस ऑर्डर आएगा. करेक्ट है. ये आपका परचेस ऑर्डर है. आपको कैसे पता चलेगा? बिल किसका है? बिल देख ही पता चलता है. बिल के ऊपर जो हेडर रहता है ना, आपका नाम सबसे ऊपर आएगा. आपका बिल रहेगा तो आपका नाम ऊपर आएगा, और आपका नहीं रहेगा तो आपका नाम किधर तो नीचे आ जाएगा. With 16th transaction, correct, we'll start. Before this we already completed 1 to 15th. Now 16th one. In this we have, on 2nd May company gave an order to Ruby Paper. Company, that means you as a company given an order to Ruby Paper. This is your purchase order, and you are given this purchase order on 2nd May 2023. So your first task is to create the base in Tally. Now we want to pass this voucher or this entry. Therefore select vouchers, and then in the Tally purchase order we want in the voucher type, but we don't have purchase order here on the right hand side of screen. Therefore you will get that, I think so, in the other voucher types. This is not your company, I think. This is Anchaleshwar Mopat Vachanalaya. We want to work in the Sile's company. First select Sile's company. We are in that company. And then, as discussed, we want vouchers. Correct. And in the other vouchers, we are interested in purchase order. Purchase order is not there in the active buttons, therefore show inactive, and in that somewhere we'll get purchase order. Purchase order idhar hai. Just activate it by saying S, Y or enter anything. Now purchase order, and in the purchase order, as I said, we want first here party name, but before that you can change the date as well. What is the date of this purchase order? 2nd May. Say 2nd May. 2nd May is there? No. 31st May is there. Change it to 2nd May. And then here in the party section, beyond Ruby paper, try to type Ruby. Will not get Ruby. Therefore, Ruby papers. Not Ruby paper limited. Paper TD. Or otherwise, just copy and paste it. You're going to purchase, therefore this will come under sundry creators related to purchase. No need to explain. I will not explain whatever we have already explained. Correct now? The things which you know, I will not explain that, because this is 15th or 16th entry, 14th entry. Somewhere I must have explained. Here now Tally is asking mode oblique term of payment. Now mode oblique term of payment, we have mode oblique term of payment. Let me open this. Screen mismatch हो रहा है. Okay, now again come back on Tally. Here in the Tally, we want terms oblique mode of payment. Now have they mentioned anything about terms oblique mode of payment? Now payment type or the terms. Here you will get mode. What they're saying, either credit card or cash. Just copy it, credit card or cash, and then here paste it. Other reference in this company, whom to approach? Mr. Sunil Joshi. इधर आपको पता है हमने सेल्स ऑर्डर में अदर रेफरेंस दिया था एग्जाम डिपार्टमेंट का, तो उस कंपनी में किसको, ये हम इधर लिखते हैं. तो इस रूबी पेपर में किसको पूछना है ऑर्डर के बारे में, और कौन ऑर्डर ले रहा है हमारा? मिस्टर सुनील जोशी. दैट यू विल गेट समवेयर इन फ्रंट ऑफ नेम और इन वेंडर इंफॉर्मेशन. जस्ट कॉपी एंड पेस्ट. एंड देन टर्म ऑफ डिलीवरी. डिलीवरी के रिलेटेड पर्टिकुलर्स में टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस दी होती है. तो हैव दे मेंशन एनीथिंग? इधर एक टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन है. Cash discount only payment is made on or before due date. This is your term and condition. Term of delivery, not this is not the term of delivery. This is term of payment. Do you have anything term of delivery? ऐसा भेजना है, ऐसा रखना है, ये गाड़ी में भेजना है, ऑन रोड से भेजना है, बाय रोड से इतना क्वांटिटी भेजना है. This is related to term of payment. But here cash mode and term, you can write. You don't have space here, you can add. Fortunately we don't have term of delivery, therefore though this is term of payment, you can add that here also. Right, no problem. Somewhere you should write. Yes, no harm here if you write, therefore write it. Just copy and paste. While printing you will get full. Correct na? Right now you'll find it in congested form, but while printing you will get that fully. Correct na? Neatly. Don't and then dispatch through. डिस्पैच थ्रू बोलो, डिस्पैच बाय रोड से वगैरह किधर से डिस्पैच थ्रू, क्या क्या पूछे? डिस्पैच थ्रू डेस्टिनेशन कैरियर नेम, तो शायद ये कैरियर कुरियर से आएगा। और बाय रोड वगैरह कुछ बोला है इन्होंने? नहीं बोला है, तो डिस्पैच थ्रू कुरियर ऐसा लिखेंगे। आपको लिखना है तो बाय रोड ही लिख सकते हैं, बाय रोड से भेजो। और डेस्टिनेशन, you want this material where? Ruby is in Raipur, but you want material dispatch through and destination. You want this material in Pune. You are in Pune. Definitely require it in Pune. And carrier name, do you have carrier name? Yes, we have that. DTDC. DTDC. तो ये तो डिटेल हमारे पास नहीं है, तो you can skip. And then finally, Ruby papers while creating, right? Because we haven't written there, you can write that here, like Raipur, right. And finally accept it. Okay. Which numbers order you are having? Order number 58. This is your order number, therefore you must write this order number in your company also. Okay. This is your order number, copy it. Previously in the sales order, our sales order, we are having the order number of that party, but here because this is yours order only, you will find your number only here. Therefore copy your number and paste it in your company. Copying your number, I think so you no need to take permission of someone. You can obviously copy and use this number, then copy and use. And then finally, which purchase ledger? Obviously in purchase we don't have bifurcation, therefore purchase account only. Select purchase account, that you will get in the list, just select it. And then name of item, what you are purchasing here. If you analyze this order, then you will understand that you are purchasing A4 size. Now select A4 size. Do you have A4 size paper? In the list, if you try to type, you will not get. We don't have that, just copy it. Now fast alt C control V, primary and then unit, you will get the paper in kg, therefore select here kilogram. Set components, no, accept it. When do you want this? Now due date, what is the due date for this order? Arrival date means the due date 31st 5, 31st May. And then quantity, at 100 each, 250 kg. Quantity 250 kgs. And then rate 100. Okay, 25,000 rupees. Don't make mistake here, huh? Because in the order here you will get price first and there you will get quantity first, huh? Don't by mistakenly write quantity instead of in the quantity column price or in the price column quantity. And then after this they are asking one more item, that is ink. Now ink, I think so we have in the tally in the list, there just select that ink. After selecting this also, we want on 31st May. And then quantity, how much quantity? 90 kilo total here, 90. And then rate, you can check the rate here, we have 40 per kilo. Select that 40 per kilo, then accept. Any other ledger like shipping charges and all, no, we don't have that here. Total 26,000 28,600. And in tally also we got 28,600. Accepted. Or purchase order entry is over. Now then next, on 31st 5 22, this should be 23, I think so. पुराना प्रोजेक्ट है क्या? ये एक्चुअली 2022 नहीं है, ये 23 है। कुछ जगह पे डेट चेंज हुआ है, कुछ जगह पे डेट चेंज नहीं हुआ है। On 31st, you are now in 23 24. You should have date here 23, but by mistakenly this project is giving, this file is giving 22. ये 23 का होना चाहिए ना, हम अभी 23 में है। सब डेट ऊपर जाके चेक करो, here you will get 23, here also 23, correct. And then अब ऊपर भी चेक करो 23, तो जिधर जिधर 22 आया है उधर 23 कंसिडर करो। अभी जनरेट नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि जनरेट करने के लिए टोटल 1 घंटा लगता है, सब ये फाइल जनरेट होने के लिए। कंप्यूटर को लगा देंगे तो 1 घंटे में पूरा हो जाता है, सबके 8-8 पेजेस है। तो फॉरगेट अबाउट द डेट, इंस्टेड ऑफ 22 कंसिडर 23 ना। ऑन 31/5/23 हमने 22-23 किया है, 23 किया है, 3 किया है ना आपने समय। 22 here 23 is okay, so consider 23, and then you have received all the goods via challan number DC120 by Pune transport in the vehicle MH14801472 from Ruby paper। ये क्या दिखा रहा है कि अगेंस्ट पीओ नंबर 58 यू गॉट द मटेरियल। जो जो पीओ में था वो आपको सब मिल गया, उन्होंने ऐसा बताया है, सब रिसीव्ड हो गया। तो रिसीव्ड हो गया, और किस डॉक्यूमेंट के साथ रिसीव्ड हुआ? DC120 के साथ रिसीव्ड हुआ। किसके अगेंस्ट रिसीव हुआ? पीओ 58 के अगेंस्ट रिसीव्ड हुआ। गाड़ी वाले के पास क्या था? ये DC120 था, उन्होंने DC120 दे दिया और बताया उसको अटैच था PO58। तो PO58 का मटेरियल है, आपने जो PO दिया था, ऑर्डर दिया था, ये ले लो आपका मटेरियल, ऐसा वो बोल रहा है। तो हमको क्या करना पड़ेगा? ये गुड्स रिसीव्ड करना पड़ेगा। तो रिसीव्ड करने के लिए टैली में क्या होगा? रिसिप्ट नोट होगा। तो मुझे ये एंट्री पास करना है 31/5 को। तो 31/5 पहले डेट सिलेक्ट करो, डेट किया। फिर को हमको चाहिए रिसिप्ट वाउचर टाइप। तो आई थिंक सो वी हैव रिसिप्ट वाउचर टाइप हियर, नॉट रिसिप्ट। दिस रिसिप्ट is different from receipt note. We are interested in receipt note. Correct. Here, somewhere you will get in the purchase only you will get a receipt note, but that is now in inactive form. And therefore, do one thing in the other vouchers, somewhere show inactive, and then say receipt voucher, receipt note. Where is that? This is receipt note, and then activate it. After activating, you will get. And then finally here they are asking us the reference number, against what you are getting material. Sorry, with what you are getting material. DC120, with DC120 you are getting material. They will say here DC120, and don't change that. On 31st you are getting DC, also you will get on 31st, and then date is also 31st. And then from whom you will get? From Ruby. They will select Ruby, and uh, against the purchase order number 58. Therefore here now take care, if you do not select PO58, then you have to type all the details. If you select, no need to type anything in the tally. As I said, just you have to take the efforts in purchase and sales order, rest of the things are automatic. There no need to type anything, just select. Selected PO58, and by selecting you will get everything. Now receipt document number, you have received here DC120, you can write if you want. And then do you have any LR information? Lorry receipt, no. But do you have any vehicle information? Yes, we have vehicle information, therefore write vehicle info. Writing this, then other things like party details, no need to change, just select it. And then see, whatever was there in the PO you will get here. दो बिल के साथ मटेरियल आया है, दो गाड़ी में। तो आप क्या करोगे? इधर आधा मटेरियल पीओ का ये तो आ जाएगा। आ जाने के बाद उसका पहले गाड़ी में जितना क्वांटिटी आया है ना बिल के साथ, उतना लिखना पड़ेगा। मगर फॉर्चुनेटली हियर ओनली वन व्हीकल, ऑल द मटेरियल इन द वन व्हीकल। Therefore, all material, that means whatever was there in the order 250 kg, we have got all. No need to change anything. Simple case. Enter, enter, enter. Accepted then. Everything we have got. Accept, and then finally receipt note entry is over. पूरा जो इन्होंने इधर किधर नहीं बोला कि इतना ही मिला है, दो गाड़ी में आया, पूरा जो था पीओ में वो मिला है बोला। इसीलिए हमने कोई किस आइटम को भी, किस क्वांटिटी को भी चेंज नहीं किया, एज इट इज था पीओ में, वो एक्सेप्ट कर लिया। तो दिस पार्ट इज ओवर। नाउ देन नेक्स्ट दे आर सेइंग, one unfortunately one bad thing has happened, and what is that? Due to the defect in the क्वालिटी बोला है। आपका पेपर का क्वालिटी आपने स्पेसिफाई किया हुआ था क्या हो गया होगा कि गाड़ी में मटेरियल आ गया, तो गाड़ी में स्टैकिंग करते हैं ना कि एक के ऊपर एक के ऊपर ऐसा स्टैकिंग रहता है। तो ज़्यादा स्टैकिंग हो गया, नहीं तो क्या, जो हमाल रहते हैं वो उनका उठाने के लिए कुछ तो रहता है, ये जैसा हुक असतं मराठीमध्ये म्हणतात त्याला, हुक लावतात त्याच्यामुळे मटेरियल खराब होतं. तर असं खराब झालंय मटेरियल. किती केजी? 10 केजी मटेरियल have defect, and then you have decided A4 size paper में defect है, therefore you are rejected and you are sent back it to ruby paper in that same vehicle. Okay, you send it back to ruby paper. So we'll pass this entry. डिफेक्ट का डिफेक्ट का क्या होगा, यू आर रिजेक्टिंग इट, therefore you should pass this entry in rejection out. You are sending back that rejected material, therefore you should select here rejection out. uh, if some customer rejects and then you are getting that from the customer, then that time rejection in. If you reject and sending back, then rejection out. Now do you have rejection in and out? I think so you will get in the inactive, and then finally in inactive buttons rejection out, control F, activated. Now this is rejection out, and then check date as well. Defect in the on same vehicle, that means that must have sent back on the same date, 31st May. 31st May is there, whom you are sending to same party, ruby paper. And then name of item, what you are sending back, you are sending back A4 size, A4 size plain paper. Here tally is asking, do you want to revise this DC? DC, you cannot revise the DC because in the DC you have got 250 kg, correct. New reference you must have create in the tally. New reference, that is one number tally has given and cursor is there, tally understood that you want one, therefore don't change it to DC 120, say one, create one new reference for rejecting it now. And then order number, no, no one has given you order to reject, correct now. Only for the accepting purchase we generally give, and not applicable whatever given by tally, that is correct. Generally you will get correct things from tally, correct. टैली, आपके मन में क्या है टैली जानता है, सो टैली में थोड़ा सा, तो कितना रिजेक्ट किया है, 10 kg, और रेट भी वही रहेगा जो अभी अभी परचेस किए हैं ना, वो वही रहेगा। शायद हमने 100 रुपीज़ से परचेस किया था, तो यू कैन चेक हियर 100 रुपीज़, गेट करेक्ट सजेशन, बट check it, no problem in checking. Now here 1000 rupees accepted, and finally say yes, accepted. Rejection out is over. And then after this on 31st 5 company received bill from ruby paper, bill यानी इनवाइस मिला है, बिल नंबर TI 12, अगेन चलन नंबर DC 120, DC 120 में जो था उसका बिल मिला है अगेंस्ट DC 120, यू हैव गॉट द बिल फ्रॉम रूबी, बिल मिला है, एंड रूबी sold goods to you, that means you have purchased from ruby. Which bill you will get, purchase bill you will get, correct, purchase bill, and on which date you will get, 31st 5, with vehicle or with some courier, correct ना. Generally कंपनी सेंड बिल विद द व्हीकल ओनली, ड्राइवर आपको निकाल के देता है, एक अकाउंट के लिए एक लिफाफा रहता है, उसमें बिल रहता है, एक पॉकेट आता है, तो बिल आ गया, तो ये परचेस का बिल है और 31st 5 का डेट का, तो परचेस सिलेक्ट करो, परचेस, और परचेस सिलेक्ट करने के बाद 31st 5 डेट ही है, तो डेट करेक्ट है. बेस वर्क इज ground is now open for to pass the entry. Here tally is asking invoice number, so invoice number is TI12, just select the TI12, copy it, and then date 31st 5, that is correct. You'll get the bill of ruby paper, and here take utmost care to select this DC 120, don't select one is what, one is your rejection out, you have not got bill for rejection out, you have got bill for DC 120, here also you will get DC 120, correct है. So select that, and then after this One second. Just you pass DC 120. Other things, LR, these details we are not having.
Recording in progress. Good afternoon. Like related to
So other things no need to change, just accept it. And then you'll get the bill against DC 120. DC 120, in that we have ordered 250 kg, and you will get the definitely order a bill of 250 kg. No need to change anything. Whatever is written in the DC 20, same you will get in the tally. As I said, no need to type anything. By default you will get everything. We have got also, and then just accept it. Enter, enter, enter. No need to type that narration. Accepted. Over. Correct. Then now after this we want next a debit note raised. करेक्ट. ये तो बिल मिल गया, बिल का एंट्री हो गया. फिर उसके बाद में ऑन 1st June, therefore on the 1st June change 16 on the 1st June. What had happened on the 1st June? डेट चेंज होगा. डेबिट नोट, रेज द डेबिट नोट. तो डेबिट नोट का एंट्री, डेबिट नोट के लिए डेबिट नोट वाउचर लगेगा. तो इन अदर वाउचर चेक वेयर इज डेबिट नोट. आई थिंक सो देयर इज डेबिट नोट. Alt F5, somewhere you will get. Now select debit note. What they are saying here, raise the debit note. Huh? Debit note raised. If you reject and send it back, then we in that case raise the debit note. If someone rejects, then you get the credit note. You raise the credit note, correct? And then that party uses the debit note, correct? So here in this case, you have raised the debit note on Ruby paper. Therefore, on 1/6 say Ruby paper. Select that party name Ruby paper, and against what? Against rejection note number 1 written, and then therefore select here rejection note number 1. Select this rejection note number 1. And as I said, no need to type anything, but for your information you can write this DC TI 12 and then date of invoice 31st/5, because while giving credit note, come to Ruby paper. One second, something we missed it. Let me check. Display, and then here rejection out. Ruby paper, Ruby paper. Then don't take attention. Rejection note after rejection out. Here we have to pass debit note entry. Now where you will get, as I said, you will get in the other vouchers debit note, and on which date debit note on 1/6 Ruby paper 1. Here you should get Ruby paper, but they are not giving. Selected here that purchase. I don't know what the problem is, but you should get Ruby paper automatically. They are not giving, but you know this is against the Ruby, but they are giving something here. They are what giving? They are giving information of whatever you have rejected. A4 size plain paper you have rejected. No need to type that. You are getting that automatically. Correct. First, you should get this automatically. 10 and 100 and 1000. Are you getting? Yes. If yes, then no problem. No. Provide GST. No need to provide. Rejection entry. Debit note is over. Now after this debit note, then on 1/6/22 accountant paid due amount of Ruby in cash and also got cash discount. which is mentioned in PO, which is already mentioned on PO, correct na? On 1/6, let's say on 1/6, I think so. We are already there in 1/6. 1/6. If not, you can give the date information, and then accountant paid. Paid means which voucher type? Payment voucher type. Therefore, F5 payment voucher type. Then you're paid to Ruby paper. Therefore, you can select, because Ruby paper to cash. This is the entry. Therefore, here Ruby paper, Ruby paper. And then how much to Ruby paper? How much amount is due? You will get information about the amount due here. 27,600. This much amount due. 27,600. 27,600. Or otherwise, in another tally, as I said, one more tally for your reference. Another tally. Another tally. You can check Ruby Paper's ledger. Start the tally. Starting, select the company. It will take half a minute. We require this for other types of vouchers also. This simple, but can check obviously. DAL Ruby, and then here if you check, no need you to open another company. Just for my reference, I am open by showing you. I am here. You can check the closing balance. This much payable, 27,600 rupees payable. Therefore, here you can type 27, and I got this information here also. Either likha tha. Therefore, no need to open, but to confirm, I have opened. Correct, here 27,600, and then I got there also 27,600. That is okay. And then adjust against what you are giving. So against this 1,000 and both references, you should select here both references. Don't select any, because debit and finally credit, net reference should be 27,600 rupees. Now debit and credit net, here you are getting 27,600. The reference is correct. And you are giving what? You are giving here, they are saying cash, in cash, correct? You are giving in cash. Therefore here say cash, correct? And how much you are giving? How much you are giving? Because you paid immediately, we have got the credit period of 30 or 60 days, but on 1/6 only you have paid cash to Ruby paper. इमीडिएटली आपने कैश दे दिया, तो रूबी पेपर भी बोला कि हमने जो पीओ में डिस्काउंट मेंशन किया है ना, which has mentioned already in the PO, you will get that. So somewhere in the PO you will get information about discount. This is the PO of Ruby paper. Now here in the Ruby paper, cash discount only if उन्होंने लिखा था, उन्होंने हमको कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करके बोला था, प्रॉमिस किया है, तो वो फुलफिल ही करेंगे. तो इमीडिएटली वो फुलफिल इधर हुआ है, 10% का डिस्काउंट मिला है. तो 10% का डिस्काउंट यानी पोस्ट वी विल अकाउंट फॉर डिस्काउंट, एंड देन instead of giving cash, net cash will give. What is this? Ruby has given us discount, therefore we have received that, and this must be the discount received, and you will get 10%. So 10%, no need to use calculator, simply remove the last 0, 2760, 2760. This is discount, correct? I think so, correct. 10% discount, and the net in the cash, net in the cash 24,840 and 1/6 in the cash. First account for discount received, and then automatically you will get that cash balance. No need to use calculator. 10%. On payable amount you will get 10%. Not on that full. Correct na? Should I accept? Yes. Accept. This entry is also over. Then next after this, what they are saying, 22nd, on the 2nd June, company produce all the goods as per the order. You are now here producing. You are now here producing. तो प्रोड्यूस कैसे करना है टैली में? You can produce this with the help of bill of material, BOM. This is the facility of Tally or facility of ERP software. Let it be any enterprise resource planning software or system application software and process software, SAP software. There you will get facility of what? Converting raw material into finished product. Correct. And suppose if you pass bill of material BOM entry, then every department who are concerned with that production will come to know about the requirement from their side. If you pass this 7,000 OMR sheet bill of material entry, then store will come to know that this much raw material I must keep ready to produce the goods. And then after this, HR will come to know that these many workers production department required. Therefore, he will accordingly give order to contractor. That means supply this many human power or human force or number of employees like this. And then other concerned departments like production department will come to know 7,000 and all. Correct. Therefore, passing this bill of material is though complicated task, but in the Tally ERP you can pass it easily. How and where? Now listen, important. Bill of material you will get in the stock atom itself. While creating stock atom, we have seen there they were written. This software were written bill of material somewhere. Now below that unit we were having bill of material. Therefore that means you should edit the atom invoice or atom stock atom. Now then stock atom, where you will get that stock atom? To alter, you will get stock atom to alter in the alteration screen, alteration button. And then in the alteration we have stock atom. And which stock atom? OMR answer sheet stock atom. Here we want to produce 7,000 OMR sheet. Therefore, which atom you should select? OMR sheets atom you should select. Our target is to produce this. Therefore, in the alteration, now again I will show gateway of Tally, alter, and in the alter stock atom alteration, and in the stock which stock atom? OMR sheet stock atom. Select that, and then here what we are discussing now, that is there on the screen. Alter components bill of material, say here yes. This is bill of material screen, and in this screen Tally is asking bill of material. Bill of material means actually what? How much raw material required to produce a unit of material, one unit of a material or one batch of a material or one group of a material. Therefore here bill of material name, what is your bill of material name? Say one or one, not one, one o here let me type here, one OMR sheet. You can give any name, it's your choice, but to produce one whatever require, I want to write that, therefore I have specified for my understanding one OMR sheet. Otherwise you can write one directly OMR sheet. This is the name of bill of material. And then here how many units you will going to produce? One. And for one how much required we will specify. If for 10 how much required you want to specify, then you have to write here 10. But here in the Tally, to produce one whatever we require we will specify. Our target is to specify that, therefore I have selected one there. And to produce one, why I have selected one? Because here check the question, for producing one unit of finished product we have information for producing one unit, therefore I have selected one. And to produce one I require A4 size plain paper. Now here take the care to select A4 size plain paper, and here in the previous project I was not written here 0.30 kg, but now in this project you will get, because I found in the last year so many students made a mistake here only, therefore I explained it by writing kgs. 30 grams means how many kg in the bracket. Now you will get this here, but for 5 grams how many kgs not written here. You have to use your brain, but here don't use. I have already written 0.030, 0.030, because our unit is in kg. Therefore, though we have here in the bill of material in grams, convert that into kg. Our unit is kg, therefore it's your duty to tell tally grams in kg. So we have grams information. If you write grams information, definitely you will get wrong output, because tally want here kg and you cannot change this kg. kg का चेंज होता था तो ग्राम्स वो अलाउ करते थे, तो आप 30 लिख सकते थे, मगर वो ग्राम्स और किलो वो चेंज करने के लिए अलाउ नहीं कर रहे, वो बोल रहे कि जो देना है आपको मुझे केजी में दे दो, तो हमने इसीलिए ग्राम का केजी में करके लिख लिया। ये इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसमें मिस्टेक मत करो। और फिर हमारे पास है इंक, तो इंक सिलेक्ट करो, इंक, एंड दिस इंक आल्सो इज इन केजी। नाउ हियर यू कैन चेक, वी हैव यूनिट फॉर इंक is in kg. For ink also write in the kg. 5 grams is equal to 0.005 kg, correct? Therefore write there, and then finally accept it, accepted, enter. The first part of production is over, but what, just we have altered, we have not passed anything in the tally. तो बेसिक बैकग्राउंड अभी क्लियर हो गया। तो बैकग्राउंड के लिए हमको वाउचर टाइप पास करने के लिए वाउचर टाइप लगेगा और डेट लगेगा। तो इन टैली अगेन वाउचर्स एंड डेट हियर 2nd June, and then date after date what I said, after 2nd June voucher type. So voucher type, which voucher type? Here we are manufacturing, correct? We are producing, therefore manufacturing journal. So just check whether we have that. You will not get, definitely here try to type, you will not get manufacturing journal. Now do one thing, if manufacturing journal voucher type is not given, then create. In the default tally, manufacturing journal voucher type is not there, therefore you have to create it. Gateway of tally create button, and then in the create button voucher type button, and then in the voucher type I am creating in creating voucher voucher type, say manufacturing journal. After selecting manufacturing journal, then select the type of voucher. ये किसका type है? In which category I should put this manufacturing journal? Tally is asking. The father of manufacturing journal. So you will get here uh, stock journal. Do you have stock related something? Yes, stock journal. This is the part of stock journal. Important, no? Will not understand. Mark it somewhere. Stock journal. And then after this, one more question. What was here? Use as a manufacturing journal. If you say no, then in the tally you will get manufacturing journal as like stock journal only. But we want to use stock journal as a manufacturing journal. Therefore, you have to say here yes. Use as a manufacturing. This is important. They use, then only you can produce with the help of tally, then only you can pass the entry of bill of material automatically in the tally. For atomization we have said there yes. And then now in the vouchers on 2nd June, am I correct? On 2nd June, on 2nd June manufacturing journal on other vouchers, and now somewhere you will get here manufacturing journal. Now that journal, manufacturing journal there, okay. what you are producing? OMR sheet. Therefore say OMR sheet, select quantity 7,000 units, and then for this, how much plain paper and ink required, Tally will calculate, because we have specified for one what, how much for one. By simply multiplying that bill of material quantity into 7,000, Tally has given A4 size पेन पेपर आपको लगेगा 210 kg, and आपको इंक लगेगा 35 kg for 7,000. So this is the atomization. Automatically Tally has given in the information. Now how you will get? By selecting OMR sheet here correctly and then date correctly. If you select date wrongly, as like 1/4 31st May, then you will not get. डेट भी करेक्ट होना चाहिए, और ये बिल ऑफ मटेरियल OMR शीट भी करेक्टली सिलेक्ट करना चाहिए. Enter, 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 accept. Now from this screen you will come to know that our cost, effective cost is 3.22. That means our raw material cost to produce OMR sheet, one OMR sheet, is rupees 3.22, and you have got order for 4.5. That means 3.22 and 4.5. What is the difference? What this is, profit is the difference. You require some indirect expenses as well as some direct expenses, but if you add that also, that will not go beyond 3.75. Then 3.75 minus 4.5, or vice versa, 4.5 minus 3.75, that much is your profit. And you are producing it profitability. I want to show that. Correct? Like this you can change your landed your cost of production. This is cost of production. In this screen only you can allocate indirect expenses to this OMR product, your finished goods, or you can also allocate your direct expenses. You can also write here the co-product and byproduct and scrap. Why? In the production process, definitely you will get some scrap, you will get byproducts sometimes, correct, but scrap definitely you can account for scrap here in this screen only, but that much complication I have not included in the project. Therefore you can just accept it finally. Okay. On the second, this bill of material part is over. We have produced already 7,000 OMR sheets. After producing, what they are saying, on the 2nd June, deliver goods by delivery note number 1 to SP कॉलेज अगेंस्ट सेल्स ऑर्डर नंबर दिस. इसके अगेंस्ट में हमने उनको मटेरियल भेज दिया है. तो भेज दिया है यानी क्या, इन द टैली डिलीवरी किया, डिलीवरी नोट लगेगा. तो वाउचर, इन द वाउचर on which date we have delivered the material, on the 2nd June we have delivered it. Therefore in the tally now we are on the 2nd June only. Date is already there, no need to change it, but change the voucher type. Now voucher type, delivery note here, no, just check inactive section, and then is somewhere here, activate it, and then by activating you will get delivery note. Your target is to deliver to SP college against this order number. Now important, don't create new number, just select that old number. Correct. Therefore I said you to write one oblique here, what they have told us, against this order number. If you would have not written this number there, then chance of confusion. If so many types of orders are there, then which one to select? Right now we have only one, easily you can select, but in the actual practice never you will get one. You will get full list, whole list of 20 to 30 orders. From that to select you required this number, therefore by oblique you write, or otherwise if you have a specific logic you can with that logic create. Here they haven't given any information about vehicle, therefore simply accept it, accept, and no need to change anything. We have delivered full one vehicle against DC one only, full material, all the material, 7,000 in the one vehicle only. Shipping charges also SP agreed, automatically you will get, no change, no need to change, just accept it, accepted. Then next, on the 1st July 23, on the 1st July 23, what to do, July 23, दैट मीन्स फर्स्ट चेंज 1 जुलाई 17 लिख लिया, डेट का हो गया। फिर हमको क्या करना है, इस ऑन द फर्स्ट ईएमआई का पेमेंट है। ईएमआई that you know how to pass. I have already shown EMI payment. Payment means payment voucher type. Payment F5 and payment to HDFC loan or HDFC loan. Therefore, say HDFC loan account debit. We have paid to this loan account, and how much against this loan? Now consisting 13,100 interest and 1,900 principal. What will be deducted from loan? Principal, not the interest. Therefore, here HDFC loan 1,900. And then one more debit we have. In the total 15 credit, we have these two things to be debited. 1,900 debit already given. Now the balance debit for what? Interest on loan. Interest on loan. And then if we check the amount, 13,100 amount. And then by giving the check, you have which bank you have, you must have your bank. Yeah, I have S bank, therefore I am selecting S bank. And then 1st July date is correct, enter. No need to change anything, accept it, or EMI payment is over. Then after this, on 1/7 company raised a bill number 2. Company, that means you as the accountant of company raised the bill you raise the bills. Which bill you raise? Generally you raise sales bill. Therefore in the tally you should select the sales voucher type. Select the voucher type, selected. And then date 1/7. I think so, I am on the 1/7 only. Check that is fully is 1/7. Date is correct. Therefore our background is ready. Date and voucher type both are there correctly. Now in this we will raise the bill against the DC1. DC1 के अगेंस्ट में बिल जाएगा। तो किसको जाएगा? एसपी कॉलेज को, एसपी कॉलेज। एंड देन सिलेक्ट हियर DC1 1 delivery note number 1. And then here anything other than the bill is given. Yes, full bill you have, correct. Now in this have they mentioned any vehicle details? Do you have vehicle details? No, we don't have vehicle details. Enter. Without writing these details you cannot generate the for tax, e-way bill and all. You require this. You can generate in tally. Actual practice we require vehicle number also. Therefore try to find somewhere if you are getting right, otherwise skip it, and then other things automatically you will get, because sales order is there, delivery note is there, no need to type. 7,000 units of OMR sheets we have sent. Enter. Accepted. 1st July accepted. Over. Then after this, after completing this sales entry, 25th entry, now then 26, advance tax of rupees 9,000 transferred online to government on the 2nd July. We have paid to government, correct. Now transferred online means paid only, correct. On 2nd July, correct. Date and voucher type first. 2nd July, let's check the date. Say yes. Now select 2nd July, that is already there. And then voucher type you have given transferred, that means paid, therefore payment voucher type F5, correct. 2nd July payment voucher type. What you have paid? You have paid the advance tax. Therefore advance tax account debit transferred online means paid via bank. Advance tax account debit to bank. Now do you have advance tax account? No, first time we are getting. Therefore advance tax account. The advance tax account. Advance tax under what? Advances, loans and advances asset. Loans and advances asset. This is important. Loans and advances asset. Now select and then don't change other fields. By this check the amount of advance. 9,000 rupees. Whatever is your amount, type that 9,000. And then finally you paid through which bank? Your bank. Mine is Yes bank, therefore I will select Yes bank. And then on the 2nd July, that is correct. Enter. Accepted. accept it. Advance tax account debit to Axis Bank. The next transaction on 31st July, 31st July, change it. And on 31st July, what had happened? SP College cleared the dues. Party, correct. You have got the money from SP College. कैश का कैश ट्रांजेक्शन साइकिल था, तो हम लास्ट में है साइकिल के. SP College has given you the check through this is what SP College का है ना. SP College cleared the dues against all bills through check of HDFC Bank पुणे ब्रांच. चेक नंबर HDFC का चेक मिला है, SP का HDFC बैंक रहेगा, and you deposited in the S bank. That means you are depositing check in the S bank. Yours is S bank. You have got the money. Receipt voucher type. Date and receipt voucher type they've already selected. Now voucher type F6. Now in the F6, what you want here, from whom you have got. You have got this from SP College. So SP College, select there SP College and then write the amount. Now amount जो था वो मिलेगा, amount नहीं बोला है तो शायद you will get amount here only. Now SP College का balance देख लो, full amount you have got. You have given here the balance 32,500. 32,500. 32,500. Whatever is your balance, select that. Mine is 32,500. Don't select my balance. Now check your closing balance. Somewhere you will get while passing entry, and then you must select this reference 32,500 rupees. Here also you will get that balance. Check your reference, and then finally here you have deposited in the S bank, therefore S bank. So that was the check of HDFC where you are depositing. That is important. That bank name should you should write S bank 32,500. Written, accept it. If you want to specify the instrument and then bank, then you can instrument number, the instrument number, and then which bank. HDFC. Do you want to specify? If you want to specify, you can. HDFC. No need actually. Don't specify. Don't do time pass. Put the S bank. 31st July. Then next, company paid diesel bill. Diesel bill in cash. Diesel was purchased for running the machinery. पुराना स्टाइल वाला प्रिंटर है और नहीं तो जनरेटर से चलाने के लिए ये डीजल खरीदते हैं हम. तो ये व्हीकल के लिए नहीं है, ये फ्रेट के रिलेटेड नहीं है, तो ये इनडायरेक्ट नहीं है. इफ यू यूज diesel for machinery, then that will become fuel, then that will become your direct expenses. Therefore this entry is the part of your direct expenses and you paid. Therefore payment voucher type on 31st July. We are on already on 31st July. F5 simply, and then don't say diesel bill. If you want you can diesel bill, that is also correct, but more appropriate is fuel account or fuel expenses account. And then this is what, as I said, this is direct expenses because we are using this fuel for what? Machinery. And then 5,400 we paid. 5,400. The bill is also given. Correct. ये बालाजी पेट्रोलियम से अपने 5,400, and then you paid that in the what, in cash or what? Paid diesel bill. Generally we pay that in the cash. Have they mentioned for in cash? Oh yes, mentioned. No need to also assume. Select the cash. And then finally next, on 31st July, company received 2 months interest. Rupees नहीं. Please check the bank statement for more details on fixed deposit. आपको क्या मिला है? इंटरेस्ट मिला है FD पे, तो बैंक स्टेटमेंट चेक करना है. तो बैंक स्टेटमेंट नीचे दिया है, तो फिर येस बैंक का ये बैंक स्टेटमेंट है. तो कौन से डेट को आपको इंटरेस्ट मिला है वो बोल रहा है ऑन 31st जुलाई. तो चेक बैंक ऑन 31st जुलाई. 31st जुलाई बैंक का ट्रांजेक्शन इधर बाय ट्रांसफर credited from this account and 40,000 credited on 31st July. Therefore this must be your interest. Correct. This much interest you have received from bank. Correct. Therefore you have received which voucher type? Receipt voucher type. First select the voucher type and then select the date. Not the date of actual receipt but the date of transaction. Date of transaction. Now on which date? 31st July only. Same date is 31st July. Now select 31st 7, and then what you have received, interest, that is important. The interest on FD, interest on loan we have, but we don't have interest on FD, but we want create interest on FD, interest on FD under what? Indirect income. This is your indirect income. Your purpose is not to earn through interest. This is a subsidiary, therefore under indirect 40,000. And then you will get obviously that in the bank, S bank, और बैंक स्टेटमेंट में दिया है तो एस बैंक में ही मिला है, सोचने की कुछ जरूरत नहीं, ये तो स्टेटमेंट एस बैंक का ही है, एस बैंक में क्रेडिट हो रहा है, इसीलिए आपको इधर क्रेडिट देना पड़ेगा, से एस बैंक, एंड देन क्रेडिट, एंड देन एंटर एंटर एंटर, accepted. I think so this part is simple, huh? Just simply pressing enter button, simple, interesting. Then insurance premium of machinery and other assets, कितना है 12,048. I made here from this transaction your life difficult, correct, because I want to check your knowledge, previous knowledge, whether you have knowledge about insurance or not. Insurance and LIC, there is difference between insurance and LIC. LIC is what? Life insurance, and then just insurance means insurance on your assets, business assets. This payment of insurance payment on machinery and other asset, you should record in the business, but LIC you shouldn't record on the business, but I have given. Then where to record? This has gone out from the business, from your bank only you paid 3,000 LIC. What auditor will say, my dear accountant, this 3,000 is on the life of the owner, and owner means doesn't business. If you pay insurance of a business, I will allow that on the debit side of profit and loss, but I will never allow LIC on the debit side of profit and loss. Then somewhere you should write what you have paid for owner, therefore you should write this 3,000 in the capital account as a drawing. Either create drawing account and enter there account for 3,000 there, or simply give debit to capital account. Giving debit to drawing means giving debit to capital only. Therefore now check this transaction, machinery 12,048, insurance, and then 3,000. But one more intricacy is there, one more difficulty is there. What is that? One more difficult point. We paid this insurance on 1/7/23. तो 1/7 को पे किया तो बेनिफिट कब तक मिलेगा? You will get benefit of this till 30 June 2024. 1/7 to 30 जून, पूरा एक साल बेनिफिट मिलेगा. इंश्योरेंस का प्रीमियम का बेनिफिट एक साल के लिए रहता है, तो एक साल का बेनिफिट आपको मिलेगा. यानी आपका फाइनेंशियल ईयर क्या है? 1/4 to 31st March, 1st April to 31st. You have got extra benefit of 3 months for payment of 15,048. You understood? By paying this much, 12,048, you will get the benefit of extra 3 months. What to do for extra 3 months? We have taken oath, wow, that we will record all transaction for the period from 1/4 to 31st 3. यानी आपने बोला था कि मैं जो भी बोलूँगा, जो भी करूँगा, एक साल के लिए करूँगा, एक साल ही मेरा पीरियड रहेगा, तो इसमें जो आएगा एक साल में वही अकाउंट फॉर करना है. जो 3 मंथ का एक्स्ट्रा आपने पे किया उसको अकाउंट फॉर नहीं करना है. नहीं करना है तो पेमेंट तो हो गया है तो उसको अकाउंट करना पड़ेगा, मगर करने के बाद और एक एंट्री आएगा, उसमें हम लिखेंगे दैट इज प्रीपेड. अंडरस्टूड? तो 9 मंथ्स का इस ईयर का प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस में, और 3 मंथ्स का प्रीपेड में नेक्स्ट ईयर का. और LIC का वैसे मत सोचो, LIC ड्राइंग्स है, कभी भी लेने दो, वो तो ड्राइंग्स ही होगा, उसमें प्रीपेड वगैरह कुछ नहीं आएगा. प्रीपेड ड्राइंग आपने कंसेप्ट सुना ही नहीं रहेगा. तो इसके अभी अकाउंट फॉर कैसे करेंगे? ये तो पेमेंट हुआ है तो पेमेंट ही करेंगे. तो 1/7 को पेमेंट हुआ है तो फर्स्ट सिलेक्ट 1/7 एंड देन सिलेक्ट द पेमेंट वाउचर टाइप, F5 payment voucher type. I am now in the payment voucher type. Now what you paid insurance, Tally is asking debit, whatever you do. You have insurance account here? No. Then insurance say insurance account. Insurance account under what? As I said, indirect expenses. On the debit side of profit and loss, obviously, therefore, uh, indirect expenses. How much you paid? 12,048, 12,048. That prepaid wala na, pass second entry. Don't just include that prepaid here only. याच्यातच ते तुम्ही जर इसमें ही आपने जब डाल दिया तो एंट्री कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो जाएगा, तो सजेशन है कि पास सेकेंड एंट्री फॉर द प्रीपेड इंश्योरेंस. डोंट पास, एंड विल पास द प्रीपेड इंश्योरेंस एंट्री ऑन 31st March. But right now they have asked us, here only we have understood, we could forget, therefore now only pass 3 months entry. In the actual practice, when we pass on the 31st March. What to do now then? You can pass on the 31st March here on the do one thing, passed on the 31st March. Whichever is correct, that will follow, that will do, because after completing this project they have asked us the final profit and loss. Correct. And then for that profit and loss, uh, they said the quarterly entries, how much for the quarter and how much for the year. There you could get the different figures because of this entry. Therefore whatever is correct, do accordingly. We will change our answer, don't worry. Here 3000 LIC का भी पेमेंट हुआ है, तो one more here by say capital or drawings. If you want to create drawing account, welcome. If not, you're already bored with so many accounts and all, then just select capital account. That is also correct. And then how much capital you should reverse? 3000 rupees capital you should reverse. You paid it. Generally we pay through bank only, therefore select as bank. 99%, because by paying in cash you will not get so many complications, then legal complications, therefore pay through bank only. On 17 okay, as bank over, enter, accepted. Then after this insurance का payment, provide quarterly depreciation, तो depreciation का भी entry आएगा. Depreciation, quarterly depreciation, on which date they are asking us to provide quarterly depreciation. Quarterly यानी क्या? For 3 months, and at the end of 3 months you should provide. Now end of 3 months, that means what? 30 June. On 30 June, sorry, 30 June is not allowed in Tally. In educational, in free version they are not allowing 30 June. So you can pass on 1st July. They are not allowing, but you can, don't have money to pay them, therefore use 1st July only. 1st July. And then this is non-cash transaction, therefore journal voucher type. In the journal, depreciation का entry, depreciation nominal account and expenses debit to depreciation, say depreciation debit, but we don't have that. Depreciation account under indirect expense, and then depreciation, don't waste time in calculating, just type 1, though I know that is not correct amount, but for the time being say 1. We'll get the total afterwards and then reverse it. And then on what they are asking us to provide on machinery, 25% on machinery. Correct. Yearly rate of depreciation is 25%, 25% on machinery, therefore say here machinery. You will get machinery's balance, say, because of that 1 rupee, they have deducted it by 1, but the original balance of a machinery was rupees 50,000. Therefore on 50, then calculate 50,000. You please do the calculation and tell me, someone. For a year, and quarterly they are asking us, so 12,500 divided by 12 into 3, 3,125. Use that, then 3,125. 3,125 here. And then on a furniture they are asking, then select the furniture, and then two, not buy, two furniture. And on a furniture, calculate it, 10,000 rupees furniture balance we are having. And then what they are saying, rate of depreciation is, 15%. So let's say 15%, 1,500 for a year, divided by 12 into 3, 375, 375. Then right here 375, and then you will get total. See, our total is here 3,500. Then again go back here with the backspace button, 3,500. Then like this can pass finally this entry. Accepted. Over. Now after this, then next entry, annual maintenance, the last entry I think so. Finally, second, after this you will find bank statement or bank reconciliation, not the entry as such. Last entry, in this last entry I have tested your maths knowledge, correct. Maintenance charges, annual maintenance contract given to ABC Limited, but no bill till now we got from ABC, and they are asking us to provide for this maintenance, make a provision for a maintenance to ABC Limited. Name is given, therefore no need to pass like maintenance account debit to provision for maintenance. Entry will become maintenance account debit to ABC Limited. This is the entry, correct. Maintenance is the expenses you should give debit to maintenance, and from for whom is payable ABC, therefore maintenance to ABC. Agreed. Maintenance to ABC, and provision entry therefore in the journal voucher type. And date, on which date, quarterly provision on the 1st July they are saying, and then here on the 1st July, 1/7. Okay, 1st July, that is correct. 1st July. And then after this here, journal, as I said, maintenance. Do you have maintenance, repair and maintenance? Created. Repair and maintenance under what? Indirect expenses. Enter, accepted. And amount, now I want amount. Here 4 conditions are given. Fixed monthly 2,000. How many months are there here? From which date to which date provision are required? Provision is required, sorry. From which date to which date? From 1/4 to 30 June. That means 3 months provision required. And fixed monthly 2,000. That means here fixed you will get 6,000. Fix 6,000. Any doubt in fix 6,000? No. Then not only 6 we have to pay, but in the contract itself what they have written, that if more than 5 calls per month, then visiting charges will be rupees 500 per call, and total 18 calls. How 18 calls? 6 plus 4 plus 8 in April, May and June respectively made. Therefore, these 4 calls will not be chargeable. Maximum 5 are allowed. No charges in the month of May. But in the April, what will happen? 5 are allowed, but you called them for 6 times. Therefore, 1 will be chargeable. Remaining 1 will be chargeable. Remaining 5 calls are not chargeable. Only 1 chargeable in the April. In the May, nothing is chargeable, and in the June, 8 minus 5, that means 3 calls are chargeable. 3 plus 1, 6 calls are chargeable, and per call 500. 6 into 500. No, 4 into, not 6 into. 1 call here, 0 calls are here. 1 plus 0, 1, and 2, 3 are here. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 calls, and per call 500, 2,000. And fixed 6,000. 6 plus 2, total 8,000. 8,000 rupees provision. 8,000. 8,000. And then here repair and maintenance account debit to what bolo to ABC. Name is given ABC Limited, ABC Ltd. No, we don't have created sim. ABCA. Sorry, ABCA. ABC Ltd. Payable sundry creditors. Enter, accept. Here they are asking what new reference. The new bill, you are providing the 1st July. Finally, we have completed all the entries, and then last part, that is what in the from the following bank statement, also prepare bank reconciliation statement. Just 2 to 3 minutes extra we require. Bank reconciliation, for that we require bank account, either from balance sheet you will get bank account, or from display account books ledger as bank account. Select your bank account and then nullify the date, remove the dates. DAL, gateway of tally. You should know, you should remember this shortcut. To get any ledger, DAL, and then say your bank, mine is, and then remove the dates. How to remove the dates? With the space bar or escape button, you can remove the dates. नहीं तो चेंज करो, पीरियड मुझे चाहिए. इफ यू कैन नॉट रिमूव, देन से 1/4 to 31st what 7 31st जुलाई तक, 31st जुलाई तक दिया है ना बैंक स्टेटमेंट, तो उधर तक रिकंसिल हो जाएगा. रिमूव और 1/4 to 31st 7. Okay. Now after selecting bank from 1/4 to 31st July, then somewhere you will get reconciliation option, right hand side, check reconcile, click on the reconcile. Manually, we play with our hands, correct na, to reconcile debit and credit, increased then again decrease, from where to where you are going, bank book, cash book, like this you perform the actions and you decide whether to deduct or add, correct na. In the actual in your already, I think so you have already done this in the 11th standard na, 11th standard. Then what to do here? No need to play like this. Simply in the tally you have to write bank date for the transaction. If you write bank date, automatically tally will reconcile. No need to play like this. Now first, what 5,600. Now in this I will show where is that, how to reconcile. Okay, one by one. Now 5,100 somewhere, and do you have 5,100 rupees cash here in the tally? Do you have 5,100 rupees in the tally? What is this cash contra? 5,600. You have opened bank account in the tally. Control enter. Cash deposit 5,600 rupees. Let me check. I have to revise now. You have opened the bank account. Where you have opened the bank? 5,600 rupees. By depositing, you have opened the bank account. Therefore, now here we should have 5,600. By mistakenly, I will rectify that in your project. Don't worry. Here 5,600. So 5,600 should be there, and now we have rectified. And on what date? What is the bank date? Tally is asking for 5,600. For 5,600 we have bank date as a 2nd April. So simply write 2nd April here. To reconcile, no need to do anything, just write the date. Then after writing this 5,100, give tick to 5,000, and then 2,90,000, 2nd April. ये भी दिस इज ऑन द 2nd April, they said 2nd April. And then after this 5,17,000, 5,17,700. Yes, we have that. In between 55,000 we have 55. Give tick to 55 and write date 2nd May. Just copy the dates from there, and then this 5,17,700 for this 1st May. Then here write 1st May, 1st May. Then FD का डेट FD 6,50,000 का. Do you have 6,50,000? Yes, इसका डेट 6,50,000 2nd May. So let's say 2nd May. And then 15,000 EMI का, 15,000 EMI का एंट्री थर्ड. दिस मस्ट बी योर एंट्री 15,000. तो डेट कौन सा है? बैंक में वो क्लियर हुआ है 1 जून को, तो लेट्स से 1 जून. फिर हमारे पास एंट्री है नेक्स्ट 15,000 का, 15 HDFC लोन 1 जुलाई का एंट्री है. तो 1 जुलाई का है, इधर 2 जुलाई को क्लियर हुआ है, चलेगा 2 जुलाई लिखेंगे. 2 जुलाई को क्लियर हुआ है, सिर्फ आपको डेट लिखना है स्टेटमेंट से, तो मैजिक हो जाएगा, रिकंसाइल ऑटोमेटिकली होगा. ये ऐड और लेस करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है टैली में, ये सॉफ्टवेयर ही करके देगा आपको, सिर्फ आपको डेट बताना है उसको. तो अपने अपने आप वो आपको नहीं दिखाई देगा, मगर वो कर रहा होगा, हैंड का वो गेम चल रहा होगा उसका. तो 15,000 हो गया, 15,048. तो 15,048 ये क्या है? ये 12,048. और ये हमने इंश्योरेंस कंपनी को दिया, और 3,000 किसको दे दिया? ओनर को दे दिया. तो ये दोनों को मिलाकर 15,048 है. हमारे पास एक ही एंट्री है, आप चेक कर सकते हैं. हम इसमें 2 एंट्रीज है, इसमें 2 पार्ट्स है, इसमें 2 पार्ट है. ये मुझे दिखाना था, ये आ गया, तो इसको एस्केप करो. कंट्रोल एंटर करेंगे तो आपको दिखाई देगा, मगर वो डोंट प्ले, वो चला भी जा सकता है पूरा की पूरा. देयरफॉर जस्ट कीप इट. एंड देन डेट 2 जुलाई, तो से 2 जुलाई. एंड देन 9,000 का एडवांस टैक्स का एंट्री. तो एडवांस टैक्स का एंट्री, इसका डेट क्या है? 2 जुलाई. तो लेट्स से हियर 2 जुलाई. एंड देन 35,500. डू हैव 35,500 का? ये क्या है? 32,500 SP कॉलेज का. SP कॉलेज ने कितना दिया है आपको? हाँ, SP कॉलेज का एंट्री ही नहीं है. SP कॉलेज ने कब पैसा दिया है? 31 जुलाई को दिया है. ये क्यों नहीं आया बैंक स्टेटमेंट में? SP कॉलेज ने चेक भेजा है, तो 31 जुलाई को हमको चेक मिलेगा, फिर हमारा कोई तो बैंक में जाएगा, उसको डिपॉजिट करेगा, फिर 1-2 दिन तो लगेगा ही. ये तो स्टेटमेंट था 31 जुलाई तक, तो शायद ये क्रेडिट हो सकते हैं आपके बैंक में इन द मंथ ऑफ अगस्त, ऑन द 1st August और 2nd August. देयर फॉर that is that this 32,500 entry is not given. Therefore you can skip, no need to type, that is not there in the statement. Therefore don't write the date. If you do not write, tally will understand. And then FD interest 40,000. Now just 31st July, say here 31st/7, enter. And finally we have given every information, accept it. But before accepting, just check your bank statement. Everything from the bank statement is ticked, except what? This 324 entry is there in the statement, but not in their company's books. Therefore just pass this entry. And this, what is this transfer 900 entry? इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल 900 था क्या इसमें? आपके पास है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल? ऑन द 2nd June, तो इसका भी पेमेंट हुआ है? नहीं है, चलेगा, मगर उसमें नहीं दिया है. बैंक स्टेटमेंट से आप एंट्री कर सकते हो. आपके अकाउंटेंट ने क्या किया? ये पास ऑन नहीं किया, ये पास नहीं किया एंट्री, तो ये एंट्री आपको पास करना पड़ेगा. बैंक रिकन्सिलेशन हम ट्रांजैक्शन ढूंढते हैं कि बुक्स में है, स्टेटमेंट में नहीं है, स्टेटमेंट में है, बुक में नहीं है. तो हमको ये 2 एंट्रीज मिल गई जो हमारे अकाउंट में नहीं है, बुक में नहीं है, मगर बैंक में है. तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? इसको ऐसे ही रखेंगे या पास करेंगे? इसको पास करना पड़ेगा. तो पहले क्या है? बैंक चार्जेस का एंट्री है, और दूसरा ये एंट्री के कौन सा है आपको पता चलेगा. इधर MACB लिखा है, देखो इधर MACB लिखा है. So from this you will come to know that we have paid 900 to MSCB, but accountant had not yet accounted. Therefore, pass this entry, account for these entries in the tally. So tally may come back again on the in the tally. Yes, accept it, and then by accepting, now to those entries, gateway tally, vouchers, and then in that बैंक चार्जेस एंट्री, बैंक चार्जेस ये तो पेमेंट में होगा, पेमेंट में क्योंकि वो तो पेमेंट ही हुआ है बैंक से, तो बैंक चार्जेस, डू हैव बैंक चार्जेस हेड, यस वी हैव बैंक चार्जेस हेड, and then 324 rupees, and then 324 rupees debit, but what on which date? On 1st June. Now don't forget the date in banks reconciliation, date is very much important, 1st June, and then say access, sorry, access bank, sorry, yes, yours is yes bank, not the access, yes bank, 324 rupees. मी थोडं पटकन पळवतोय कारण आपल्याला दुसऱ्या मीटिंग, 2nd June, and the 2nd June, say 2nd June, and this is also payment because this is given in the debit column. These all are the payments, and MSCB, payment to MSCB, therefore MSEB, select, do you have MSCB? Yes, we have MSCB, select MSCB. On the 2nd June we paid 900 rupees to MSCB, enter, and automatically you will get 900, don't take tension, in your company you will get. And then finally MSCB account debit to yes bank, enter, accept it, accept, over. Now all the things are over. Just check the bank balance, bank, yours is S bank, and then balance is we are having balance of rupees 1,25,528, and then in the bank you will not get that because we have made mistake here, correct now. You should find 500 rupees difference in between this balance and then balance of tally, but in the tally, now what tally is giving, 1,25,000. Why this is so? Because in the reconciliation you should write this 1st June and then 2nd June, enter, and then finally in the reconcile check the balance, 93,000 balance as per bank, and this is your bank, as per bank this should be the balance, 92,528. Now I will use calculator, this should match with your bank, 92,528 minus in the tally 93,028, 93,028, 500 rupees difference. Yes, we are expecting 500 and we have got 500 rupees. Why this difference is there? Because here is the mistake, 500 and 100, 5,100, and instead of that we want here 5,600. In this credit we got 500 rupees difference, therefore finally also we got the difference of 500 rupees. If you are getting 500 then you are correct, if you are getting correct thing as a 92, that means you are wrong, correct. We are expecting 500 rupees difference and we have got that, that means we are on the correct track, we have done everything correctly. Now finally over, this is our project, and then in this project, accept it. In this project your target is to export this balance sheet as well as profit and loss as well as day book in the PDF form, and by exporting attached to the Google form, and finally you will get the questions like within 1 minute. I will show you, but internet is not there, but you know how to fill the Google form. In the Google form I'll ask you the purchased and sales total, correct. You can write, I think so. Here we will stop. More than 4 hours we spent to complete it, and finally we have completed. Definitely if you have any doubt, again and again you can play the same video to understand, or otherwise post your doubt on our channel, or post your doubt on the Telegram group. I will definitely reply. Thank you my dear students. Though this is monotonous session, in the future I will make it more interesting for you, but for the time being watch this and solve the project. Thank you.
याचं परत बनवता का गुगल फॉर्मचं?
The last part, na? So yesterday we have recorded a full video tally project. While recording that, we forgot to pass one entry. I told you about the prepaid insurance, but we forgot to pass that in the tally. I already passed that entry in my tally. I will show you first that entry, and then after that, again the PDF file of a project, rectified PDF file, I will show you, and then finally we'll come to know how to upload the project on Google Form. This is the tally. You will get that prepaid insurance in the balance sheet under loans and advances. Prepaid insurance, this entry. You can pass this entry on 31st March or on the 31st July. In the project, we have question related to insurance. Here, insurance premium, the full amount of insurance premium, that means for 12 months, is 12,048. If you divide with the help of calculator, then you will find 12,048 divided by 12, 1,004 rupees per month. And as I explained, we paid dividend, 3 months extra dividend. Correct. Our year ends on 31st March 24. We paid up to 1/7/24. We paid on this date. That means you will get benefit for 1 year up to 30 June 2024. 3 months extra payment. Therefore, 3 months prepaid insurance. 1 month, 1,004 into 3, that means we have 3,012 rupees prepaid insurance. How to pass this entry in tally? Let's check here in the tally date, then give debit to prepaid insurance. Prepaid insurance we write on the asset side, create asset, we give debit, that you know. And this is not this year's insurance expenses, therefore give credit to reduce the insurance expenses, give credit to insurance and pass this entry in your journal voucher type. Okay, and then you can accept also. After accepted, you will find uh, in my tally your tally pass, and then after passing this entry, finally you can upload everything on Google Form. I have rectified the project file as well. Sometimes what had happened while rectifying the last year's file, I use the command of Control F and then in that replace P option. Wherever 22 was there, I said computer to make it 23. Computer made, but what had happened in my project, somewhere I wrote 22 and I forgot to make it 23. Now I have made it 23. Like in the previous project, here you will find 22, but now I made it to 23. Therefore, now there is no confusion in date. And then at one more place here in the last question of BRS, here one static figure was there, but here everyone has opened bank account with different amount. Therefore, here I changed the first figure of a bank statement, and because of that every balance figure has changed. And then finally we could find now the correct figure bank balance as on 31st July. Now in tally, as I said, you will get the difference the last part of video, but because of this rectification now you will not get that difference in your project. How you can check? By opening bank ledger. You can open that bank ledger through various ways, but here I have balance sheet already opened. uh, Balance sheet is there on the screen, therefore in balance sheet I will find somewhere bank, and here is the bank. Just open bank, you'll find your S bank account. Just open that, and then fully remove the dates, or from 1/4 to 31st July you can say. We have bank statement from which date to which date. From first day of the year 1/4 to 31st July. Therefore in your tally say 1/4 to 31st 7. We nullify because we have already passed entries up to 31st July only. We'll get up to that period, or just give the period and then check your bank's account, and then finally click on the reconcile button. I already reconciled it. Now why I'm showing you this is to check the bank balance at the end. Previously we were having here difference, but now this will match exactly 93,028. Here also 93,028. I think so. By getting this you'll get the confidence that my project is correct. That is correct. Correct. Some students are asking why there is no debt for this 32,500. My dear students, if you read the transaction you will come to know the reason. You have got the we have got the check from SP College here, correct, on 31st July. After getting check, you know the general procedure. By getting check, we deposit that into bank, and within 1 or 2 days you get the credit of that amount. We have deposited on 31st July. Obviously within 1 or 2, that means on 1st or 2nd August you will get the credit. And we have bank statement up to 31st July only. Therefore the bank date you will not get in the statement. Don't give. If you don't have bank date, don't give that. And our target is to tally the books balance with the statement balance as on 31st July. And with the help of reconciliation, this you will find in the reconciliation, and because of this check, because of this difference, is tally is saying is there is a difference between the closing balance as per the books and as per the bank. Here you get as per the book this much and as per the bank. If you are as per the bank after reconciliation is matching with the bank, then you are correct. Understood? This is I wanted to just show you. And then finally how to upload the project on Google form. Here I think so you'll get link to upload the project, submission link. Just click on the submission link. This link you will find on our corporate accounting channel. I don't know whether I have posted it on I become official. If not, then someone please post, or I will post. Uh, this is the submission link of what assignment of same 424. Here write your Gmail ID. Don't write at the rate spcollege library.in that ID. You can type your friend, your father, your brother, any other than your college ID. Why? Because you will not get your score then. Score will be recorded at my end, but you will not get the receipt or the mail of the score. Correct. because if you check our ID, college ID, on that you do not get the mails. You can just send the mails, but you do not get the mails, the college ID inbox. Therefore, here use Gmail and then choose your name. I will say here Siley. Siley, 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 Siley Kulkarni, PRN. Can find it faster and correctly. 598. 5 that this is sorted with the help of PRN numbers. You can check then 97 598. Kylie Kulkarni. Yes, select that and then here I'll searching SP0322 SP0322 0598. This is also sorted by your PRN and then you can write your mobile number whatever and then say that I have done the assignment with the help of computer and then YouTube video you will get and how much is the total purchases. The total purchases now in the tally we'll get that in the profit and loss. Correct. Total purchase amount is 1,12,725. So many figures you require. You can just type it. Don't copy. Cannot copy. I think so. 1,12,725. 1,12,725. Then total sales. Similarly, 127,860. 127,860. Like this, you can type these figures, debtors figures, investment figure, investment balance. Where you will get investment? In the balance sheet you will get investment. Investment 7 lakhs. 7 lakhs. No need to give separator, comma, plus no need to write 0.00. Yes, just type fully. If you have that in the decimal, like closing stock 14,075.60. Now you have that closing stock wala question. Have I think so somewhere. No. And there you can type 14,075 14,075.60. If you give comma, then the Google form will not accept. Remove the comma. Your capital account balance, secured loan balance, sundry creditors. Sundry creditors balance, they are saying net. There is your sundry creditors here. This is net balance. Sundry credit. Then 93,625. 9625. Bank balance you can write, balance sheet total so you can write fixed other things. Cash balance, how many entries have you passed Just count the entries where you can get your entries. Now display, and then in the day book just remove the date and then count the entries. Correct. These many entries you should get in your tally. And then after that, how many journal vouchers or journal check, or you can do one thing. You will get the analysis and verification. Somewhere you will get the statistics here. In the display more reports, in the statement of account, you will get the statistics. How many total entries? Here we will find total 36 entries are there. And then 36. Then journal vouchers. How many journal vouchers? 5 you can. Here 5. And check your statistics and then rate. How many manufacturing journals? Manufacturing. One manufacturing journal. Like this you can get the count. And then finally they are asking us to upload the soft copy of charts of accounts. Now charts of accounts and then ledger. I don't want any other chart. I want this ledger chart. Now this, and then what? Just say Control P and then print it. Now check your printer first. You should print that in the PDF form. Therefore select this PDF. If you don't have PDF printer, then just first install the PDF printer. You will get set up a PDF printer from website. Just download this setup, PDF printer setup. Select that printer and then say OK, and then finally say, then give somewhere name chart of accounts. This is in the document file. To identify it, tally upload. Then in that cell, want to check, you can check that. Where is that? That is in the document folder. And then the document folder, tally upload folder. Here you will get chart of count. Like this I want your chart of, I will get your name, the list of the ledgers, everything. And then after uploading the chart of account, they are asking us to upload the day book as well. Okay, then in the tally display more reports, in that you will get day book. And then date, remove the date. How you can remove? With the space bar or with the escape button. Okay. Removing that, you will get like this day book, and then just say Control P, and then here already we have selected PDF printer, no need to change it again, but just change the setting, configure, let's say configure, then show narration, say yes, and then here print format, say detailed, and then other, okay, all the things are okay. This we have changed it, and then say now print, and then you will get that directly. Already selected the folder, just give name to the file and save. You can check your output as well. Here we have got that output. I want this. If you have narration you will get, otherwise in the detail form like this you will get your daybook. I want this copy. And then if you check again the project, they are asking us the balance sheet, profit and loss, stock summary with the opening balances, in and out, back reconciliation statement and closing. Uh, stock summary with bank balance in and out. Okay, I will show one by one. Bank balance sheet. Now, tally. In tally, where is the balance sheet? Separate button we have for the balance sheet. Then say P, control P. Then don't do anything. Detailed already. Now, in the if you click on the balance sheet, say Alt F1 to get the detailed balance sheet, and then just say Control P, enter, and then say balance sheet, enter. Okay. Then after this, profit and loss, then Alt F1 and then Control P, enter. They say profit and loss. Okay. Other than this, what they're saying, stock summary. In the tally, you'll get here stock summary, and what we want, opening, closing, and everything. Then what they want, what F12 button, F aeroplane. F12 button. By clicking on F12, you will get screen configuration like this. We want opening, in and out. The opening, in, yes, out also yes, and closing also yes. Okay, and for all other field, don't change, don't do anything. You'll get like this. After getting, just say Control P, and then don't change the configuration, just say print, and then you say here stock summary, save. After saving stock summary, they're saying bank reconciliation statement and then closing balance. Blank reconciliation, closing bank reconciliation statement. There you can open the bank account or in the balance sheet, check where is bank. But I think so we have very famous shortcut, DAL, that means display, and then in that account books and ledger, and then yours is S bank, say S bank, and then click on reconcile. I want this reconciliation, and then closing balance. With the closing balance, the Control P, and then don't change anything, just say print PRS. Only this much I required from your side. After saving that in the folder, after converting that in the PDF, now in the tally, just click here add files, and then say browse, and then say documents, your tally up, here is your tally upload, select all, say open. These are in KBs, all are uploaded, and then you can give the rating or review, feedback, your feedback. Finally submitted. By submitting this, you will get mail. I have not written answer of some questions, but please write 3 question, I think so. Then bicycles, leave the bicycles. submitting. The response has been recorded. If you want to edit, you can, no need actually. And then you will get mail like this finally. So everything in the detailed manner I have explained you. You'll get mail like this. Submission tally assignment. Dear Saili, thank you for your commendable efforts in completing the project. Your assignments and then your score. This is evaluated by automated system may vary, and as of now tentative score is 10. Why 10? We haven't written the answer of all the questions, and then after this finally all the assignments mark clubbed together, that will be converted into 20. If you have any doubt, if you got the less mark, you can resubmit it. Best of luck your final exam. And then to join the Telegram channel you can, and then to join my channel, correct, no compulsion.